Hello. Welcome to the stream today, everybody. We're less than a week away from Christmas, and we've got a little bit of a cargo run that we have to get going here. So, we've got a bit of a change here with the stream. I know this sounds crazy, but I set up a couple actual songs that we can play, which is kind of fun. And we've got a couple things to talk about with the stream. So, like you see, we've got the music going in the background. I'm going to turn it down a little bit now. We'll leave it like that for now. The other thing is, let's go ahead and get rid of that placeholder and go ahead and get this going here. So, we're going to go ahead and make sure MSFS is going to appear now. There it is. There's the ATR. And we're going to go ahead and unveil something new and pretty darn cool. I present to you all our new stream overlay. There it is. So, basically, now at the top here, we've got our latest subscriber who will stay, and that was just a test, by the way. The Deanne person, that name stays on until, at the top left there, until somebody else subscribes and then they get replaced by the latest subscriber. Sub goal at the top right there. I tried to set it pretty reasonable. I said, look, if we get 75 by the end of next month, it's pretty good progress there. So for me at least. So we'll talk more about what's going to happen when we hit that sub goal later. We also have a chat now. Now please let me know what you guys think of the chat. Is it too big, too small? Let me know. So, or is it too annoying, right? Because I tried to get rid of that background, that black background. Didn't really work, so I kind of just set it to like 25% transparency, and I'm curious if that's going to work. So everybody, welcome, and even cooler is if you subscribe and your subscription notifications are set to public, look what's going to happen. If I hit emulate a subscriber event and then close out of this, there you go. Your name appears on the screen, and there's a little cabin chime to go with it. So that's going to be the game. That's the fun right there. All right, let's go ahead and get on with our flight. So I have to go ahead and tear the Band-Aid right off. I made a discovery. So this is the ATR by Asobo for MSFS 2020, and I'm flying in 2024. So you might be thinking, okay, how the hell is that possible? Well, here's what we did. Okay. Well, actually, I just went ahead and downloaded the plane anyways, and it works. But big issue that I've noticed here, and we should go ahead and put the background jazz on now that we've done that. The issue that I've noticed, there's a couple issues with the GPU, and apparently, like for example, there's no GPU stand here in Rutland, so we're going to have to start without the GPU, and we'll talk more about that later. Because this thing doesn't have an APU, so you're like, well, how the hell do you do that? Well, we've got a method in the ATR. We have a method, don't worry. However, the biggest issue I had is this thing's crosswind ability. So, let's go ahead and open this up. I'm going to tear the Band-Aid off right now. This is what happened last time I tried to fly this. I tried to make a video out of this, actually, if you can believe that. It didn't quite go as well as I would have liked. I should probably mute this. The first time the landing was horrible. We had a crosswind. I got thrown off to the side of the runway. I didn't go off the runway, but I corrected. And I said, wow, that was horrible. Let me try it again. Now, the winds picked up later in the day as I arrived into Rutland. So let me go ahead and just tear the Band-Aid of embarrassment off. Monitor capture, and there goes MSFS. Great. So, here we go. That's me approaching Rutland for the second time. It's flight 1384. And here we are on approach. There's the airport. It's a pretty small runway, right? And here I am on final approach. You can see I got a bit of a crab angle in here, right? It's looking a-okay. Approach speed maybe a little bit high. I'm staying intentionally a little bit high because of how windy it is. So here we are, looking a-okay. Let me just skip ahead a little bit more. The touchdown itself was actually fine this time. So I'm in flight idle now. I'm working this down, and you can see ailerons. So the wings are going into the wind. So the wind's from my left here, and I'm gonna in a second. There's the windsock. You can see it's almost fully extended out to the direct crosswind, basically. So I'm gonna use my rudders to keep myself going down the center line here. Here we go. You see that windsock too. And my ailerons are into the wind here. Now we're going to go touchdown right here. Now, you can see already the plane's wanting to go into the wind, and I need to use a little more rudder. And I use rudder, but look what's happening. My ailerons need to be stuck going into the wind here, and admittedly I did not use enough aileron here. I had the ailerons into the wind, but they weren't good enough. So here's what happens. I use rudder to keep myself on the center line, and the wing tips over, and I'm like, shoot. So this isn't good. So at around this point, I go full aileron and right rudder to get myself on the center line, and it barely makes it back over as we're taking out some edge lights. There we go. And now I'm full right rudder here. I'm full right rudder, and the plane weather vanes anyways, and now I'm going for a ride. Full right rudder, full left aileron is not enough. So basically, and we stop by a service road. So basically, my point to be made here is that this thing, as I learned, cannot take a crosswind. I unless there is a way that you're supposed to handle this that I'm not aware of. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way that I'm supposed to be handling this differently. I'm not 100% sure, but that's how it is. So let's go ahead. If there is, let me know. For now, what I've done is I've given myself a 20 knot limit, and that might be an issue for today because here's Rutland right now, getting out of here. They fixed the plane up. We're going to take it out of here. Here's Rutland. The winds are okay. But over the next couple hours in Burlington, it's going to pick up. They say it might be gusting 22, which might not be very fun for us. I think that we should be okay, because if we look at the TAF, especially if we get going sooner rather than later, and this is going to be like a 20-minute flight. This should be the easiest thing ever. Yeah, they think it'll be gusting 18, which is below that 20-knot limit, at 2100, so that's going to be like 4 p.m. my time. All right, so let's go ahead now and see. So I don't have my iPad with me, which means I have to use charts the old-fashioned way. I've got sim brief. We're going to be FedEx, so Eiffel 2161. I know in real life the IFL company would probably use the Transauto one for the ATR. Not interested. I'm doing part 135, so that would be Eiffel. Okay, bite me. Yeah, cool. We'll generate the flight. I've already got passengers, cargo set up, and taking off of runway 19er today. Let's take a look here and see. View PDF. You're going to be 2,900 on the block fuel. Vermont, then Burlington. I guess that's how you pronounce that. I don't freaking know. 3,000 on the passenger. Zero fuel weights. How we're going to load this thing. It's going to be 32,800, and that'll be the game plan for that. Let's keep going down here for now. Alright, here's what I'm interested in. So, Rutland, we're looking at winds 160 at 6. That's fine. Clear skies. Temperature -2, dew point -11. 3003 on the altimeter. Pressure falling rapidly. That's going to be fun. That's probably why the winds are going to pick up here in a bit. 240 at 5, plus 6 statute miles, broken 1200. And there's a wind shear alert at 3,500 feet. Can I turn the music down in a second? Let me just see if I... Yeah, all right, that's as quiet as it's gonna get. All right, deal with it, nerds. Okay, and then in the future it's gonna be out of the south at like 6 knots. Not a big deal. Burlington gusting to 18 at 4 p.m. So we need to be there and out in the next 2 hours. Sound good? Cool. All right. Keep going for now. We've got direct crosswind for basically the whole route. Cool, and no bad weather other than just the winds, I believe. Any low ceilings that we're expecting? Overcast 12. Yeah, we're fine. Cool. Cool, and good. For the approach, if we're taking runway 1, well, here's what I need to do is I need to look at our takeoff minimum, see the departure procedure out of 19er. We will be using Beyond ATC. Oh shit, I forgot to launch Beyond ATC. I'll do that in a second here. That's Harkness. Where's Rutland? There we go. Departure procedure for 19er will be 194 to 1400, then a right turn to 025. On course to Delta Yankee, Oscar, NDB. Cross that or above 6,000. If we're not 6,000, we'll need to hold. I think we should be at 6,000 by then. But we'll have to put that into the flight plan, and then we'll, and for climate visual conditions, cross Rutland Airport at or above. So we'll basically just be flying around the airport. I'd rather just follow this NDB procedure. We should be at 6,000 by then anyway, so that'll be the game plan. And then for Burlington, if we take the ILS to 1.5, yeah, we can just go via UNUD if we have to. I don't think we're going to have to, though. I think we should be able to just take a visual. So, yeah, that'll be the game plan. Maybe we'll put the ILS in on standby, just so we have something to reference. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and hop back into Microsoft Flight Sim and get things loaded up here. So, monitor capture goes away, and I've got the overlay on, too. Cool, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and hop in this thing. Oh, I guess it would help if I turn the volume on. There we go. Volume's on. And let's run around here and see. Yeah, no, this is the ATR 72-600. I actually got to go ahead and open up my Red Bull here. Give me some energy to do this stream. We've got a bunch of Christmas presents. We just dropped some of them off here in Rutland, and we need to keep going all the way up to Burlington. That's going to be the game plan here. We've got a good ATR here. I've done quite a few flights in this now. I'm starting to get used to it. It's a little bit weird. There's some things about this. Oh, I need to launch beyond ATC. So some things about this plane that are a little weird that we're going to have to get used to, but I've already gotten used to it. You guys are welcome to tag along. Please don't take this as a professional flying the ATR. This is just me messing around for testing purpose. Not testing purposes, just me messing around, okay? We're doing a Christmas run. That's all that matters. Let's go ahead and hop in here in a second. Let's see, there it is. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop in. I'll press Shift-C. And I'm not going to import the OFP. I've had issues with that in the past. So let's go down here and see. If I hit payload, we're looking at load aircraft. We'll start with this. It's going to be 37.8. So 37,800. And then it'll be fuel weight of, I think it was 3,000, right? Double check that real quick. Make sure that we are good on the fuel weight. Yeah, 2,900. We'll make it 3. We'll just round up to 3. How about that, guys? So 3,000 on the fuel weight, and we're gonna go ahead and hit start to load. There we go. Everything's on board now, and zero fuel weight's all set up, and center of gravity is 8.5, and we'll adjust the trim later on as we need to. 104 for the V1 and VR, and then it'll be 110 for V2. Great. All right. So to start this thing up, here's what we have to do. We got to go all the way up here. And we got to first toggle the battery on. Now, I'm going to bet you that external power is not going to be available here. So there is an external power hookup over here, but unfortunately, it doesn't work if there isn't a physical power cart available down here. And there isn't going to be one. It's a non-towered airport. So basically, MSFS has to simulate that there's one here for this to work. So basically, we're not getting a power cart. So how do we do this? Well, we have to utilize something called hotel mode. Now, what's hotel mode? Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to turn the right engine on, and we're going to start it. So the turbine will be running, but the prop brake will be engaged. So the prop's not going to spin, but the turbine's running, and it'll give us all the electrical and heating in the world. So there we go. We've got this popped up. We're on the engine mode, the engine page, I should say. And how am I going to start this thing up? Well, first things first, we've got the battery on. I'm going to crank the prop brake on up here. So that'll go on, and you can see prop brakes there. We're going to set U to start A and B. And then I'm going to hit run pump number 2, sorry, and start number 2. So once we do that, we should start to see, we might not be able to see it, but I'm just going to set that to feather. There we go. ITT's rising, so you can't see the engine starting to rotate here. The MP should stay at 0. A bit of a hot start, but it's going back down now, so we'll act like that's okay. So the MP should go down now. Great. Or sorry, the MP stays at 0 because the prop brake's on, and now I've got good ITT, engine stabilized, torque stable, and now I believe, yeah, these guys are starting to come to life, which means that the generators, if I hit down here, systems, oh no, I have to wait for these guys to come alive first. We'll turn the starter off. And the nav lights, the wing lights need to be on. That indicates that we're on hotel mode there. If I turn, yep, all the panel lights on, that would be excellent. Please and thank you. There we go. Great. All right, panel lights are on. And there we go. Great. So if I zoom out here, this just is such a pain in my butt. There we go. Yep, electrics, we're maintaining 24 volts, so we're going to be safe. Beautiful. So now that we've got that, and now that we've got the airplane turned on and powered up physically, I need to extinguish these white lights real quick. And everything else should be a-okay for now. So let's go down to the FMS and start loading things up. So initialization, perf init, GPS position. I just need to tell this to align itself. And then we can go to the flight plan initialization. So we are oh shit, I need to, no, that's my second flight plan. New flight plan, route. We are going to be IFOL, India, Foxtrot, Lima, 2161. There we go, put that in. And we're going from Rutland, Vermont, Uniform Tango, and this is a fictional route, by the way. I'm aware of that. We're just having some fun for Christmas. Why not? All the way up to Burlington, Vermont. Should be a very quick flight. In fact, actually, if I look at my PFD, it should say, oh, 28 minutes trip time. We'll be good. We'll be good. Victor, where's Victor? There we go. Cool. Execute. And out of Rutland, we're going to be taking runway 19er today. Next page. Oh, there it is. It's right there. An idiot. No SIDs, no SIDs, no transitions, but we do have to put in direct to Delta Yankee Oscar first for the ODP. Execute. And then we're going to go to, let's see, we're looking at direct to Garment, Golf Romeo November Mike Tango. How do we pronounce that? Golf Romeo, oh shoot, Golf Romeo November Mike Tango. Execute. Great. And then we've got direct to Burlington, Bravo Tango Victor. And then from there we can plan for, let's plan for the ILS to runway, we'll make it the 115 via UNUD. Let's plan for that. See if this will work out in our favor. Oh, and I forgot to hit fly on beyond ATC. So, no star, but I want to take the ILS to 15. Yep, no star, but via UNUD. Execute. Beautiful, and that's going to be our flight plan. And we're going to be cruising today at an altitude of, I should have checked that when I was going through my my briefing. We're going to be cruising at, it's going to be 15,000 feet, so not too bad. Alright, great. Beyond ATC is connected. I've got my flight plan in. I just need my perf. And 104, 104, 110. And weights 8.5. They say trim to 3.1. That's kind of above the point here. I've noticed the trim settings tend to be a little off. We're just going to set this to like 1 up. That seems to be doing okay for me, so we're going to do that. Alright, great. So, now we can go ahead and call up. I don't think we're going to have access to the METAR here at Rutland. So we're just going to go up here. I'm going to cheat a little bit. We'll try it, though, for sure. Oh, and I need to see if I'm on Rutland. I'm just going to look at the chart supplement and see. Talk to Boston Center. CTAF's on 22.8, Boston's 35.7. So we'll do that. Get rid of the yoke here. 0.8. Enter. Oh, it was already in. God damn it. And 135.7. Enter. Great. And now we'll keep going here. What else do we got? We've got what's the AWAS on again? Weather's on an 18.375. If we can maybe get that. 118.375. Enter. Swap. I said swap. And then I need to listen down here. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. It never. Yeah, because the Rutland, beyond ATC isn't gonna let it play, so that's okay. Whatever. I'll just read the METAR off of here. So the METAR here is winds 160 at 6, clear skies, temperature -2, dew point -11, 3003 on the altimeter. Let's go ahead and throw that on. 3003 on the altimeter. right here. 3003 is set. And cross-checked. Good, and the standby one doesn't work. I've tried it, believe me. Great. Let's go ahead then and keep going here. Let's call Boston. Let them know we're Eiffel 2161, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to what's the place called? Burlington. I should probably grab a notepad for this, by the way. I'm gonna, because I don't have my iPad in front of me, which is where I usually do this on. Here, we'll just pull up the notes app. Why not? And hopefully I'll still be able to talk, and you guys will just see the sim while I type everything out. Am I on Boston now? Yep, I am. Great. Boston Center, Eiffel 2161. We're over at Rutland, looking to pick up our IFR clearance to Burlington. 321 Aviation, welcome. Just gotta pick up my IFR real quick.
Eiffel 2161,
Farron, that was your name. Sorry.
Boston Center, cleared to Burlington Airport. Radar vectors Jalran Tupin is filed. Maintain 5,000. Expect 15,000 feet. 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me. Squawk 6-736.
Wait, 63736? Sorry, what was that squawk code? Oh, 6736. That's what it was. 6736. Cleared to Burlington Airport, radar vectors Golf Romeo Mike November Tango, then as filed, climb maintain 5,000, expect 15,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is with you, and squawk 6736 for Eiffel 2161. Welcome, Farron. Hope you enjoyed your dinner. Let's see if they'll accept that.
Eiffel 2161, read back correct.
Yes, let's go.
Start or taxi at pilot's discretion. Hold for release. Report holding short runway 19er.
Start and taxi at my discretion. We'll hold for release and report holding short of 19er. Eiffel 2161. Alright, great. Let's go ahead and pull this up now. We'll go back to 22.8. And let's see, if I say surveillance 6736, you're looking at a 6736, and altitude reporting on. So Farron, what do you think of this stream overlay? You will notice I put a sub goal on top right. Don't know if I'm going to keep that, but I've also got a live chat in the bottom right of the screen. And I tried to make it not too annoying, but let me know what you think. This is kind of a trial run of this setup. I also made it so if people subscribe, it pops up. It pops up on the screen. Let me know what you think. All right, You also have the ATR. It's pretty nice. The only thing strange is Control E doesn't work. So like the keyboard, yeah. I usually don't use Control E. I usually do. I've been actually. Oh, looks great. Oh, thank you, man. Yeah, no, I've learned this thing. It takes a while to get used to. I have the engine in hotel mode right now, so the engine itself is running, but the prop isn't spinning. So, but that's just because we don't have ground power here. It's not too. It's a weird airplane. It took me a while to get used to it first, but I'm starting to get the hang of it. I've noticed though, this thing doesn't take a crosswind. So it's supposed to pick up later on as the day goes on. So hopefully we can get out of here in time. Anywho, yeah, doors are all closed and latched. Let's get going on this Christmas run, guys. We've got the fuel pump on, and everything else is set as it should be. Let's go ahead and emergency exit lights need to be armed. Seatbelt signs don't matter. We're cargo today, and let's turn the wing lights on. We're going to turn the beacon light on, and we are ready for startup, believe it or not. Except, let's see, 3003 is set, and that should match within 75 feet of field elevation, which it does. And my autopilot, it's going to be, so remember, for the ODP, the departure procedure out of Rutland, 19er, we need to take, it's going to be 194 to 1400, then a right turn to 025, on course direct to Delta Yankee Oscar. So if I set this is the weird thing about this plane, is figuring out, there we go, and if I zoom out, there we go, cool. That's our flight plan, all good to go. And if I just zoom in a little bit, not quite all the way. By the way, the 737-800 by BMTG just came out, PMDG for 2024, not in the shop, only a PMDG website. I did see that. I was watching the V1 simulation stream of it when it first came out. Looks good. I'm gonna hold off on getting it because money. I don't have a lot of it, and I bought this add-on a long time ago. And you know, I have the 7.3 for X-Plane, and I'm kind of happy with that for now. So I'm probably not going to jump right on this. If later down the road I have the opportunity to, I'll definitely get it. But no, it does look exciting. It looks very nice. I'm not going to lie. Definitely better than the level up. But yeah, that's just the boat I'm in with it. So anyways, I need to set you to 194 before I start up. Let's see, we're looking at a 194. There we go, 194 set on the heading mode. And there we go, head and select, and the altitude will be up to 5,000. And then we're good to start up. Oh, that's 6,000, that's a little bit too high. There we go, 5,000. And then it'll be that right turn 025, then we'll put direct to Delta Yankee Oscar in. Not LOM, I meant flight plan. There we go, great. Beacon lights on, prop brake can go ahead and come off right here, right now, so long. Oh, and before I do that, I need to remember to hit hydraulic pump. So we have an aux hydraulic pump that only works for 30 seconds. So I have 30 seconds to press that, turn the prop brake off, and get number 2 fully fired up. So systems, there we go. I'm going to turn hydraulic pump on, and then we need to speed run this. We're on the engine system now. We're going to turn the prop brake off. There we go, and guarded. And then I'm going to bring you up to the auto position, so unfeathered. NP starting to rise, that means that prop is spinning. And it should go up to around 70% here in a second. There's 60. It looks like the engine's coming alive nicely, which is a good sign. I don't really need the 800 version of the you have the Max Free. They're not different. Yeah, I mean, I think the simulation is going to be a lot more in depth on the PMDG. Again, it's for me both the fact that, you know, like you said, you have the Max 8 if you want it, but also the level up that I have in X-Plane I think is pretty good. It's not the PMDG, I know, but it's decent. All right, that's number 1 fired up. I have to fire up number 2 now. So pump comes on, starter comes on again. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to hit the starter for number 1, and we should see the same process start to happen where, yeah, the NH is starting to rise. And right around here I can start to add fuel. And we just need to watch for a hot start. And there we go. There we go. That's a good start on number 2. Or on number 1. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. All right, we can go ahead and turn the starter off, and then we can extinguish the rest of these lights here. Fuel pumps are on, pitot heat's on, and if I just double check the rest of my systems here, it's going to be, yep, packs are on. That's good. And hydraulics look good, beautiful. And then we'll leave you on navigation and adjust the format so that I actually see where I'm going. I should be at 10-mile range. I'll just wait for the Fokker 70 to come out. That's your favorite. Dude, I saw the Fokker trailer come out. That's hype. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm debating right now what the next add-on I'm going to get. Probably not going to be the Fokker just because of how niche it is. I'm trying to think of what I could do. Oh, and we can bring you to auto now, by the way. I'm trying to think of what planes I could get that would help grow the channel a little bit, if that makes sense. I feel like the Fokker, it would be interesting though. Maybe the Fokker would be a good investment there. Right now I'm looking at either the 146 or the 727, because those are, especially the 72 would be pretty well known. I want the King Air. I want the Airfoil Labs King Air, but I'll talk about that later. I was going on a rant about that yesterday. Anywho, we're 194 on the heading. Engines are good to go. I checked the systems are all good to go. Let's go ahead and we can remove the gust lock. And I'm going to turn the parking brake off. Great. And it looks like, yeah, the brakes are working. The plane's not moving right now. And we're going to taxi out to runway 19er here at Rutland, which will be, oh, that's 3133. So if I turn around, it should be over here somewhere. Let's get the taxi light on. Taxi's on. Let's go ahead and remove the, give ourselves a little bit of power here. Oh, I forgot, the MP on this needs to be above 70 for this to work. There we go. So that's something to be aware of. If the MP is below 70, we lose hydraulic pressure. So just something to be aware of there. Okay, why is it not going for me? You know why? Because I'm an idiot. The wheel chocks are on. Hey, ground, can you guys pull my chocks real quick? That'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you. All right, chocks are off, and the plane rolls. All right, let's get going now. Let's add some power. Let's taxi out of here. Come on. There we go. Great. We'll turn this thing around. We've got the taxi light on. And that's 3133. Yeah, a little bit of a crosswind, but nothing horrible. Not like last time. And, oh, come on. Give me some runway here. Yep, there's 19er that way. Awesome. Alright, so here's the deal. We're taking off runway 19er here at Rutland. That'll give us 5,000 feet of runway. If anything goes wrong before 80 knots, we're going to go ahead and stop on the runway. If anything goes wrong after we take off, and I believe for Rutland... Oh, no, we're going to take this taxiway. If anything goes wrong beyond 80 knots, but before 104, we're only stopping if it's an engine failure or fire. Once we hit 104, we're commanded to take off. We'll rotate 104, climb out at or above 110, deal with the issue in the air. Once we, once we, careful with this turn here. Once we hit, wow, I'm sorry, just seeing that gave me a little bit of nostalgia, seeing this, seeing the hills there on this taxiway. I've flown to this airport a bunch in real life, that's why I said that. So, anything afterwards, we're going to climb out at or above 110. We still need to follow the ODP and deal with the issue in the air. Otherwise, it's going to be a 194 heading to 1,400 feet, and then we can make a right turn, 025, and then direct to Delta Yankee Oscar, cross Delta Yankee Oscar at or above 6,000, then proceed on course. That'll be the game plan. Posted a short land of the ATR at St. Martin. It was a very rough one. I'll have to check that out later, man. St. Martin, that's oh, I want to take one of the ATR to St. Martin or somewhere in the Caribbean. That might be what I do next. I just realized my music's still on. We can mute that. Alright, great. Let's keep going here. So, folks. Yeah, St. Martin, I've been there before. It's a cool place. Alright, yeah, lots of ATRs and Dash 8s mostly. But yeah, I'll definitely have to check out that short later. Alright, so, flight director's on. I'll need to call for release in a second. But everything else is good to go here. Seatbelt signs NA. I've got the flight director set up again. 194 up to 14, it's going to be 194 up to 1400, then we'll make that right turn, 025, then Delta Yankee Oscar. Cross Delta Yankee Oscar 6000, proceed on course. Okay, that was a mouthful. Let's go ahead and stop over here in a second. Slowing down, we got a call for release, and then hopefully we can get the hell out of here. Stop, great. And, oh, I'm currently on my transponder setting. Calm, great. Boston Center, Eiffel 2161. We're holding short of 19er, ready for release. And I need to write down some times here while I do this.
Eiffel 2161, released for departure. Clearance void, if not off by 1955 Zulu. If not off by 1955 Zulu, contact no later than 25 Zulu. Time now 1935 Zulu. Frequency change approved.
Alright, we're cleared for release. Void if not off by 1955 Zulu. We'll contact no later than 1925 Zulu if not off by then. and current time is 1935 Zulu for Eiffel 2161. Did I get that right? I think it was supposed to be 2025 Zulu, not 1955 Zulu. Yeah, it was. That doesn't make sense. That would be no later than sometime in the past. Why is everybody texting me right now? What is going on? I don't really like the colors of the ATR on the sim. The blue is kind of meh. Oh, I did find a correction for that. There's a mod that changes it so it's not 19 so that it's not it's not this blue shade. I saw it somewhere on flightsim.to. Anywho, I gotta get out of here. We're cleared for release. Rutland traffic, Eiffel 2161, ATR taking off runway 19, will be making a right turn to the north. Rutland. Lights coming on, strobes logo coming on. Let's go ahead and get the hell out of here. So it's going to be 104 for the V1 and VR. Let's get going, guys. And then 110 for V2. Yeah, no, I was considering getting it, but kind of just wanted to get this video going. Alright, if I can do a slightly better job line... Oh, you know what I never did? Set my flaps. Money, dude. It's free mod, by the way, the flightsim.to. Alright, we're lined up. Flaps are set, trim set, lights are on. Let's go ahead and work the power up. We're going to do a static takeoff. We gotta go to the notch here. Oh, there we go. That's the notch. So that's gonna get everything stabilized. Power is set. We're gonna release the brakes. Airspeed alive. And 80. Trying to keep this thing centered. And that's V1 rotate. That's V2. Positive rate gear. And we'll VS it here. Let that stabilize. Right around here I just need to reset the trim. Come on. Trim set. Yaw damper autopilot on. I don't know why the autopilot didn't engage there. There we go. Now it's engaged. I'm going to go IAS mode. And now that's passing 14, it'll be a right turn to 025. And it's going to take a minute, isn't it? Yeah, we'll just do this for now. So 025 on the heading. And we might be about to enter some IMC. We'll work those flaps up too. There we go, 025 right there. Beautiful, and then if I just go direct to Delta Yankee Oscar, let's see, direct to, it's down here somewhere, right? DTO, Delta Yankee Oscar, I can't see because this stupid thing's in the way. Execute, nav mode on, beautiful, and the plane's still climbing out and hasn't crashed at the time that I looked away, except that we're entering icing now, so now I need to turn prop ice on, and the airframe ice on, and we're in that temperature range. Let's contact Boston now, and let them know what the game plan is. We'll, about to hit 5,000 now, so we need to hold off a second. Boston Center, Eiffel 2161, passing 4,500. Oh shit, that was the wrong frequency. Boston Center, Eiffel 2161, passing now 5,000 for 5,000. And we can,
Eiffel 2161, Boston Center, radar contact, climb and maintain 15,000 feet, altimeter 300 tree.
Climb maintain 15,000 feet for Eiffel 2161. Yeah, it gets pretty busy on these departures, so 15,000.
2161 Boston Center, roger. Continue your climb, whether a destination is unavailable.
Okay, roger. Roger, Eiffel 2161. I don't know why it said that, but alright, I'm going to continue my climb, and we'll go back to the notch now. And also we can set you to climb mode. There we go, great. So we're passing 5,000 up to 15,000 now. Let's see up here. Taxi lights can come off. Everything else looks good. Flaps are retracted. Gear is up. Weather at destination's unavailable. My destination's Burlington. It shouldn't really be unavailable. And we're about to pass 6,000, so that'll be good. Alright. Cool. Cool and good. I'm gonna move the speed bug down a little bit. We don't need to be climbing out at 190. Let's do like a 175. That should be good. Oh, we're already almost over this shit. Great. Cool and good. So everybody, we are on our way now to Burlington, Vermont. And really, once we hit this, we need to start thinking about our arrival here. I think we're going to be taking the ILS to runway 19, to runway 15. Even though I'm pretty sure the conditions should be VFR. But whatever. Alright. I can turn the anti-ice off now. Yeah, the conditions should be VFR in Burlington, but we don't really know that. We're kind of just making it up as we go right now, because they just told me the conditions are unknown in Burlington, but whatever. Once we pass 10,000, let's go ahead and worry about that. See if I can't get the outside view set up here. Very short flight today. There we go. On our way to Burlington. So here's a good story for you guys from today. Okay, why are people asking me about my student right now? Life of a CFI. Getting ready past 10,000 feet. Okay, so the story from today, sorry, I got distracted by that. The story from today is that we got a new flight sim at my flight school, like an actual real rig here. And I got to do the honors of being the first one to actually figure out how the monitors got, because it's got 3 monitors.
Eiffel 2161, Boston Center. Expect radar vectors, runway 19er.
Expect radar vectors, runway 19er, Eiffel 2161. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. What's my flight plan? Arrival, runway 19er. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, story time later. Why are we taking runway 19er at Burlington? Does that even exist? It does, but it's 4,000 feet. I don't even know where cargo would park over here. I'm just going to park by the terminal and see what happens. Okay, well, when we start our descent, we're going to request the ILS to runway 15, because that's a little bit stupid. So, but we'll deal with that later. So, yeah, my flight school has an actual flight sim set up now, and I showed up at 8 a.m. to work with a student, and I basically was only supposed to be there for a couple hours, then I got dragged into being there literally until 5:30, and just to help set the thing up. And I'm not gonna act like I'm the only one who helped set it up, because I wasn't. There's some other guys who were way more helpful than I was in actually getting the physical hardware put together. I only came in and out for that, but no, we were there till 5:30. Then I went home, and we were having issues getting all the monitors aligned properly. So what I did, and at that point I just said, guys, can I go home, because I'm getting tired. Got back to the airport this morning, and I was the only one there, and me and my boss played around with it for a little bit, and I finally figured out how to arrange the monitors so that it works. So the cool thing about this setup that we have now is that it's a basic air training device, so you can log some flight time on it, like real life flight time. Obviously in my home simulator I can't log that flight time as anything, other than just like a note of how much time I personally have in Microsoft Flight Sim. But with this air training device, if let's say a student in real life is struggling with I don't know, like approach procedures, they can actually go in to the flight sim and just practice it and actually log it as flight training, instead of having to sit there spending either sitting on the ground discussing it and just like talking it through, or spending $200 an hour in the actual airplane. So that's what I got to do today, and that was pretty fun. It's a little bit weird the first time I sat in it because I'm kind of used to my home setup where I've got all my displays down here. Well, we have another monitor that has all of your instruments on it.
Eiffel 2161, Burlington landing runway 19er.
No, we're not taking 19er. Roger, landing runway 19er, Eiffel 2161. So, no, it was pretty fun. We got to set that up. I got to do a test flight in it. Then we took a student and put him in. Actually, it was her. We put her in it for the first student test run, and she did a lap in the pattern. And I'm pretty excited to get to use it. It just felt weird at first because obviously I'm used to the real life airplane, and I'm used to my own flight sim where my instruments are right here. Having the monitor like in front of everything, and the monitor has the flight instruments on it. It just took a while for me to get used to, but anyway, so that's that, and we are in cruise now. We can go ahead and set our power mode as required there. Let's go ahead and look at this approach here. So they said we're taking 19er. I'm going to tell them no thank you. I don't want to take 19er. I got to be real with you guys. If we're taking the ILS to 15, it's going to be 110.3 on the localizer frequency. So let's see. We got to go into nav mode down here. It's just such a weird airplane. You have to go nav mode down here. 110.3, 110.3, no, not 33, shoot, and then if you make one typo, you have to redo the whole thing. So 110.3, enter, swap, great, okay, that's in, good. And let's see, so we're looking at, I might turn my sim volume down a bit, this is getting a little bit loud, we'll bring it down like 40%. So, 110.3 set.
2161, turn right, heading 005, vectors for the approach.
Right turn, heading 005, vectors for the approach, Eiffel 2161. Almost forgot my flight number there.
Eiffel 2161, contact Burlington, approach 121.1.
Oh shit. Com mode. Over to Burlington on 121.1, Eiffel 2161. Enter swap. Burlington approach Eiffel 2161. We're with you 15,000. I know I shouldn't say with you.
November 209 Julie. Hit pop off. Descend and maintain 1,400 feet. Descend and maintain 1,400 feet. November 209 Julie. Yeah, pop off.
Juliet.
Eiffel 2161, Burlington approach, good day, altimeter 3004, expect the visual approach, runway 19er.
Altimeter 3004, expect the visual to runway 19er, Eiffel 2161. I don't want to take the visual to 19, but...
Eiffel 2161, descend maintain 12,000, altimeter 3004.
Descend and maintain 12,000 for Eiffel 2161. Eiffel, I don't know why I said that.
Negative, descend maintain 12,000.
Descend and maintain 12,000, Eiffel 2161. We'll do 1,000 feet per minute descent there. I think I accidentally
Negative, descend maintain
12,000. I'm gonna shoot you, I swear to God.
Descend maintain 12,000, altimeter 3004, Eiffel 2161.
Alright, and now I can make my request. Oh,
November 209 Julie, hit Popeye Airport is at your 2 o'clock 5 miles. Report the field in
I gotta
sight.
wait for them to do their thing. We gotta turn the anti-ice on
Field in
too.
sight. November
Since we're about to pass through the clouds.
Hit Papa. November 209 Julie,
Okay.
hit Papa, cleared visual approach runway 15.
This is gonna take a while, isn't it?
Approach 15, November 209 Julie, hit Papa.
Juliet. Burlington approach Eiffel 2161. We'd like to make an approach request.
November 209 Julie.
Oh my God. Shut up, Juliet Papa.
Over to Tower 118.3, November 209 Julie, hit Papa.
Come on, Burlington.
2161, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
I'm gonna shoot you. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet for Eiffel 2161. I'd really like to be getting my ATIS now, but I can't because of this crap. I mean, it's 4,000 feet. I can, in theory, take that. I just don't like it. And Burlington approach, Eiffel 2161. We'd like to make an approach request.
Negative, descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
Oh my God, I'm gonna actually shoot you. Jesus. Acknowledge instruction, then I'll do it.
Feet. Eiffel 2161. Aircraft calling for new approach. Say call sign.
This is Eiffel 2161. We'd like to request the ILS to runway 15.
Eiffel 2161. Confirm new approach visual runway 19er.
Negative. Requesting the ILS to runway 15 at Burlington, Eiffel 2161. If this doesn't work, I'm going to scream. I mean, we can take the 4,000-foot runway. I just don't want to. He's thinking. Let me get the ATIS while I'm sitting here. I mean, we should have got the ATIS a minute ago, but it's on 23.8. 23.8. I don't even think he's going to be able to, like, know what I mean by ILS, is he? 23.8, and turn this up.
19er. Read back
There
all
we
the
go.
short instructions. Advise on initial contact if you have information, Mike.
Turn left, heading 300.
Left turn, heading 300, Eiffel 2161. They say landing runway 19er, so I don't get the problem. Oh, great.
Wind 205 at 8. Visibility 10. Ceiling 15,000 overcast.
Oh, 15,000 overcast. Wait, that can't be 15,000 overcast.
Departing runways 15, 19er. Read back all hold short instructions.
Alright.
On initial contact, you have information, Mike.
Guys, I hate to break it to you, but this is not 15,000 overcast. Alright. Does it know that... I'm very close to just punching in direct to this approach anyways and ignoring ATC. Let me just take a look here. Left 300. Confirm new approach visual, runway 19er. I said negative, and they said left 300. Alright, passing 10,000.
2161. Turn right, heading 005.
Right turn, heading 005, Eiffel 2161. I don't like this at all. Right turn, 005. And Burlington's not a small airport. It's not like they should be confused at all. Alright, lights coming on. Anti-ice is on. We've got a 2,000 foot per minute descent coming here. And let's zoom in a little bit. Great. Cool and good. So I guess we're taking runway 19er, which would be a left-hand turn when we land. I'd like to know for sure what I'm doing here, but I don't, because they haven't told me, because this ATC sucks. Maybe we can start to slow down a little bit now. Let's see, we're doing what, 2,100 foot per minute descent? Yeah, that'll be fine for now. Cool, cool and good. Through the soup we go, on a visual approach in this condition for God knows what reason. Is there like an RNAV to 15? Can I request
Eiffel 2161.
approach
Request approach change.
in here?
Eiffel 2161. Roger, say approach.
Let me just try it in here. It only offers me the visual to 19. Wow, that's stupid.
Request visual runway
Okay.
19er, Eiffel 2161. Eiffel 2161. Confirm.
All right.
Approach visual runway 19er.
Yes, affirmative. So it literally only offers me the
Affirmative.
19er, so
Eiffel
that's something
2161.
beyond ATC
Eiffel
should take care of.
2161. Burlington approach. Good day. Altimeter 3004. Expect the visual approach runway 19er.
Expect visual approach runway 19er, Eiffel 2161. Hopefully within the next 3,000 feet I can break out of this, because...
Eiffel 2161. Turn left, heading 355 vectors for the approach.
Left turn, heading 355 vectors for the approach, Eiffel 2161. That's weird. Alright. Flight plan, next page. Yeah, they really... we're gonna say... the... Visual to runway 19er. Next page. There we go. Nope. RNAV. It doesn't even give me an approach. Is there anything to 19er here? No. Flight plan. RNAV to runway 19er. This is so screwy. This is so janked. There isn't even an approach to 19er. I just... Okay, we're below the clouds. Okay, we can do this. As long as we have field in sight on 19er, this will be okay. This will be okay. We got this. I'm gonna scream, though. Why would you give me 19er into Burlington? Ah, whatever. Whatever. My rage has settled down. Yeah, we've broken out of the clouds, and so... don't you love Beyond ATC? You know, this is why AI needs to replace all humans, right? I'm kidding, obviously. Alright, cool. We're at 3,000 feet. Let's see if I can land without getting shot off the runway by the winds. I think we should be okay. And, yeah, around...
2161, descend and maintain 2,200 feet.
Alright, descend and maintain 2,200 feet for Eiffel 2161. Alright, we'll start that descent down now.
Eiffel 2161, turn left, heading 245.
Left turn, heading 245 for Eiffel 2161. 245, we'll do that first. 245. Come on, turn faster, you! 2, 4, 5, and then VS mode. This is why it's nice to have two pilots. Down to 1,000 feet per minute. Great. Now we'll do 1,200, and we'll start to slow it down a little more. Well, Airbus did come with a project without a cockpit, fully controlled by AI. Oh my god. I don't want to even think about that right now. I don't even want to think about that right now. The Airbus AI shit. Sorry, I should try not to swear too much, but yeah, it just doesn't make sense to me. Unless you want to bet they're going to tell me to intercept the localizer.
At your 10 o'clock 10 miles. Report the field in sight.
Do we have the field in sight? I think that's it over there. Field is in sight for Eiffel 2161.
Eiffel 2161, verify you have the field in sight.
We have the field in sight, Eiffel 2161.
Eiffel 2161, cleared visual approach runway 19er.
Clear for the visual runway 19er, Eiffel 2161. Great, and then tower will be next, so we gotta put that
Eiffel
in.
2161, descend and maintain 1,300 feet.
So I maintain 1,300 feet, Eiffel 2161. Fun fact, they cleared me for the visual, so I can do whatever I want. Kind of.
Eiffel 2161,
Oh, there's the
contact
runway
Burlington Tower
back there.
118.3, have a good one.
Our tower 118.3, Eiffel 2161, see ya. Watch the altitude too. Alright, come on, enter. And swap. Yep, there's runway 19er that way. Burlington Tower, Eiffel 2161 with you on the visual for runway 19er.
Eiffel 2161, Burlington Tower, wind 205 at 8, runway 19er cleared to land.
Runway 19er cleared land, Eiffel 2161. Yeah, so fun fact, they cleared me for the visual, so they really shouldn't be telling me to maintain a certain altitude unless that came with like an asterisk. But we're cleared to land, runway 19er. Slowing down below 180 here. There's the Pappy starting to come alive. Speed check below 180. First notch of flaps coming in. Oh, and I need to turn my sim volume up in a second too. Sim volume up. Great. And back in the sim without crashing, please. Great. And we're on the glide now. Gear coming down. And we'll start to reduce it down to a VREF. Should be around 110 would be a good approach speed for this thing. It does hand fly very nicely, I'll give it that. Oh, were we above the gear extension speed? Yeah, because the gear didn't come out until later. Still waiting on the mains to lock. There we go. Gear down and 3 green. Flaps are going to go to full now. In 72, we only have 2 notches of flaps here. My sub goal says what? Says 50, but I have 52 right now? Well, then we need to update that. Thanks for letting me know, 321. Farrell, sorry. Farron, that's your name. Farron. Alright, we're on the approach now. I'm going to give it a little bit more power. Hopefully not screw up this landing too bad. Looks like the winds are relatively calm. Yeah, it should update automatically. I need to play around with the settings on that a little bit more, but thanks for letting me know there. Gear down, 3 grain, flap set. A little bit low here. Let's look at this landing. Yeah, hopefully it'll be better than my last one in this. I don't even know where I'm going to park, honestly. I'm just going to exit the direction they tell me and then park wherever I want. I could park at GA if I want in this thing. I'm just dropping off presents. There we go, that's on the glide. Remember, only 4,000 feet, and we have to be careful with our throttle settings as we land, by the way. Oop, look at that sync rate. A little more power here, a little more power, there we go. Just a little bit, we don't need to go too crazy. Still coming in a little bit fast. So you have to be careful with your power, because if you drop it all the way to idle, then it slams into reverse once you touch down, and we don't really want that. Alright, a little less power here, come on, less power. Less power. There's no way this is too low. Remember, it's narrow though, so we need to remember 50, to flare.
40, 30, 20.
All right, we're gonna flare here,
10,
and then work it out a little bit. There we go. Touchdown. Work that down, and reverser coming out. There we go. Not bad.
2161. Exit right at Delta.
Exit right at Delta, Eiffel 2161. All right, and then where's idle on this thing? There we go. That was idle right there. So there's Delta. Hit the brakes, brakes, brakes. Is this thing going to stop? Okay, yes, it will. Good. I was going to scream if it didn't stop. All right, right at Delta. I don't know where I'm going to park this thing. I probably should check where cargo... I could just park it here if I want. Who the hell cares? We park it there. Yeah, we got to drop off the present somehow, right? Come on, stop you.
126.3. Have a good afternoon.
Over to ground, 121.3, Eiffel 2161. Is that what he said? Hold on, this is a parking brake.
Negative, ground on 126.3.
Okay. Over to ground, 126.3, Eiffel 2161. Sorry about that. Alright, 126.3. Sorry, I'm so used to 21, so I'm for ground. Enter and swap. And, oh, okay, that's the reason why this is gone. Yeah, so we've lost our hydraulic power just because we've dropped MP below 70%. Great landing. Thank you very much, Farron. I appreciate it. Flaps need to come out. Landing lights need to come off. Taxi lights on. Strobes can come off. Anti-ice can come off. And everything else should be okay. Do you want to just park it here, guys? I mean, unless there's another place we should park it, I don't see why not. Burlington ground, Eiffel 2161. We're off of runway 19er, looking to taxi to assigned parking. I'm going to park it here. Why not? Let the kids run out of their house right there.
Ramp
Grab
1,
the
taxi
presents.
via Charlie.
Ramp 1, taxi via Charlie, Eiffel 2161. Yeah, we'll just taxi here. Alright, I need to text my my student back in a second. He just landed, and I need to tell him where to leave my stuff. Because I let him use my iPad. That's why I don't have my iPad with me right now, and I'm having to look over at Google Chrome. How about this? What if I just hug this and then just turn around here? Yeah, that should be okay. Alright, taxi light can come off. Everything else is fine. And we're definitely going to shut down in hotel mode because this plane needs to keep on going. Alright, let's slow it down here. And hopefully I don't hit the wing. Yeah, we'll be fine. We've got enough space. So here, watch this. We go here. We make our own parking spots here. Come on, a little more power, you. There we go. Just prop blast that. There we go. Yeah, we're fine. Great. Cool and good. And we'll park right here. Awesome. So that's flight 1 successfully completed. Let's go ahead and just make sure. I need to kill number 1 first. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring number 2 to feather. And once this drops down to like 11, I can go ahead and engage the prop brake, and that will put this thing in hotel mode. Seatbelt signs are off. Turning you guys off. The pedostatics is what I'm turning off. And once that, is this going to be prop brake ready? No, because there's something else I have to do to engage it. What do I have to do? I brought you to idle. Oh, gust lock needs to come on. That's it. Now it's ready. Okay, great. And now I can keep you and turn the prop brake on. So now we're running in hotel mode. It's kind of like having an APU, except it's not. And there we go. MP's dropping. Okay, awesome, awesome. Let's go ahead and set the chocks. Turn the beacon light off. Everything else is fine for now. And we'll open the cargo door, the main door, tail prop, blah, 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 blah. And I am going to, I believe I can press, yeah, this and walk around on this. And now you are running in hotel mode. Is that staying on? Because it sounds like it's shutting off. Oh, hold on a second. We've got new people. Becky Davies, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sploop. Hello, how is it going? And Brandon, welcome as well. Everybody just joined last second. That's okay. Guess what? We're actually continuing, and why am I not in hotel mode right now? Look, these guys shut off. Why did they do that? Welcome, everybody, for joining. We're going to continue to Boston here in 1 second. I need to text someone real quick. You can leave. I just need to do this real quick, guys. Sorry, this is a little bit important here. Okay. Oh, this is still alive. Awesome. You can leave the iPad. Sorry, 1 second, guys. I'm really sorry. I don't like dealing with work stuff right now, but and binder on the table in the briefing room. I'll be there tomorrow morning, so I'll gather everything then. Thanks. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, we're here now. We're here now. I'm sorry, that took a while. Okay, we've got the electrics figured out. It just took a while for the generators to come alive. And if I hit electrics down here, let's see, systems. Yep, that's okay. We don't need that, but I do need... There we go. Yep, we got 24 volts, which means that the plane is staying alive here. Awesome, awesome. Well, everybody, welcome, welcome. We need to get this thing turned around. I want to send it to Boston. That might be a little bit optimistic, because last I checked the weather over here, weather didn't look so hot. If I go to the GFA... let's see, winds right now, Burlington aren't horrible. What about Boston? Here, I'll show you guys. I haven't touched a sim in weeks. You've got semester. I had 4 semester finals this week. I feel you, man, dude. When I'm preparing for exams, whether it's college, like when I was in college, and or for like flight exams, I'm never on the sim. I will be dead for weeks. It's pretty crazy. All right, let's go ahead and see for a second. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stream. I'll turn the overlay off. Actually, no, overlay will stay on. And then monitor capture on. All right, here we go. So, how's the winds look in Boston? So the issue is this thing does not take a crosswind at all. So Burlington to Boston. Okay. There's Boston, and they're saying in the next couple hours it'll be winds of in Boston, gusting to 14, but straight down to... Okay, so that's not horrible. I think we can take that. Let's go ahead and plan for that. And new flight. Here, let's go ahead and fill this out right now. We're going to be Eiffel... give me a random number generator here. I wish I was a little bit more on top of this, but all right, 3219 will be Eiffel 3219. New version available. Shut up. Eiffel. Yep, and my student is doing that. Awesome. 3219. And we're going to be direct from Burlington to Boston. Why does everybody join whenever I wrap up a flight? I just realized that. I remember last time I flew to Boston, everybody joined as soon as I landed. Oh well, oh well. Brandon, how are your finals going? Are they going all right? I mean, are you in high school or is it a college thing? Just out of curiosity here. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. We're in the AT-76 right now. Tail number will be 701 Fox Echo. 701, and just make sure. Oh, we don't even have a SIDS or stars on that, so that's great. Passenger 0, freight. I should get another random number generator, so like between 1,000 and like 10,000. 7,700 pounds of freight. Cool. So we'll be basically fully loaded today. 7,700 on the freight. And there we go. Cool. Departing 1-5, landing 2-7. No, we're not landing 2-7. We're taking the 2-2s because I said so. Do we want to take 2-2 left or 2-2 right? I'm in high school. Probably failed all of the fun. No, don't say that. Don't say that about yourself. You got. Look, if you mentally prepare, you shoot for a 100, right? Then you shoot for a 100, you mentally prepare for like a D or like a C, and then you end up getting a B, and you're like, all right, you know what, we'll take it, right? That's how I always did it. True for writtens as well. We can probably take the ILS to runway, let's plan for 22 left. There we go. ILS 22 left. I'm going to tell them I want 22 left, not any other stupid runway here. Yeah, stay optimistic, man. Exactly. All right. Find a new route. Yeah, that's fine. Ocean 5 depart the star. Okay. Let's see what the Ocean 5 is going to give me in Boston. Come on. Oh, wait. It's right here. Why am I doing that? Ocean 5, and there's 2 contents I need to familiarize myself with. Let's see. We've got... via, where am I going via again? Via Echo November Echo. I think that's Kenbrook or whatever the hell you call that thing. You said the Ocean 5? Oh, what the... You want me to go all the way out here? Okay, I can probably do that. Okay, there it is. I just need to see... for turbojet aircraft only, can we take literally any other routing? Because I can't take the Ocean 5 star if I'm not a turbojet. What about just this? There we go. Let's just take that, and then we'll get vectors for the ILS. Let's do that. What's our flight number again? It's going to be Eiffel 3219. 19, and we'll be Burlington to Boston. Great. Non-scheduled, we're part 135, that's where we're Eiffel. Yeah, stay strong. Exactly, brother. Stay strong. And we'll generate the flight now. View our PDF right here. It's going to be block fuel. 3,200 on the fuel for a 41-minute flight. Oh, we've got tailwind. I forgot. The winds are strong out of the west today. Direct to Montpelier, Concord, Tommy, Lawrence, and then direct Boston 22 left. Easy enough, right, guys? 7,700, so the zero fuel weight, which is how you load this, is going to be 3,750. Flight level 190 today. Oh, I need to reload this. I completely forgot. Flight level 190 today. And we're going to be... Yeah, flight level 190.44 on the Mach. I'm really just speed running through this, and then I need to load beyond ATC. Right? Nope, wrong page. There we go. Takeoff performance. I know we can take off out of 1.5 here at Burlington. We're going to be safe there. Okay, is this going to load or no? Go fly. Alright, I know I shouldn't really leak my sim brief ID, but who cares? Alright. Let's see, departing Burlington, we're looking at a 1800 at 6, overcast 9,500, temperature -1, dew point -11, 3006 on the altimeter, pressure rising rapidly. That's what, if you ever see press RR, that's what that means. Logan is reporting 270 at 9er. Maybe we should have taken 27. We'll see what they give us. But it's going to be gusting to 21, which is a little bit sketchy for this. But, I mean, out of 200, that's almost straight down runway 2. 2-2. It's only 20 degrees off. So the backstory here, I'm guessing you guys missed it, was I did a flight into Rutland and I tried to record it as a video, and it was a direct 25 knot crosswind. And yeah, it didn't work out for me. Apparently this thing just cannot take a crosswind, and I thought it was a skill issue at first. I redid it, and I was full right rudder and left aileron, which is as much crosswind correction as you can get, and the thing still weather vaned and shot off to the left of the runway. So maybe there is a technique that I don't know yet, but oh well. Skill issue, I guess. Alright, there's your tailwind, so should be a nice quick 41-minute flight. I'm going to go over here and load up the MSFS, and stream overlay still on. Awesome. My computer's running low on storage. What? Let me deal with that for a second. Why is my computer... Oh, it's very low on storage. Oh. Hello? Why is that happening? Let me delete a couple things here. There's old video files from a long time ago that I've never actually used. That, or I bet you Epic Games is trying to update Fortnite. Hold on. That happens sometimes. Let me go over there and see. Give me 1 second. We're getting technical difficulties, guys. No, I'm not. I don't care about this. No, don't resume a download. No. Yes, cancel the download. Why is my storage going so... Is it because it's downloading scenery? I bet you that's it. That might just be it. Let me delete a couple old videos, guys. That's okay. Nobody's going to watch this anyways. 1 second, 1 second. I would have had to make that... I would have recorded this a long time ago, so... Alright. Alright, we're going to delete that. And then if I go recycling bin, is that going to help me out here? Hello? Oh, I also never uninstalled some old add-ons. Okay. Alright, we're back in it, boys. 15 gigabytes free. Alright, that should be okay. Alright. Back in the sim. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and load our stuff on. Payload, load aircraft. Zero fuel weight today is going to be... For some reason you load this off of zero fuel weight. I don't know why. You're looking at a... Come on. Tick, tick, tick. Alright, 37.5 and then 33 on the fuel. So 37.5. There you go, 37.5, 37,500, and then a 3,300 on the fuel. Start loading, and that'll be it. And verified I've got that fuel on board now. Yeah, it says 4,000 fuel. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough, right? Yeah, it says fuel weight 33 down here, so that's what it actually is. 104, 104, and 110. Great. I remember when I got Microsoft Flight Sim in 2024 December, lots of people experienced memory leaks, which was just perfect for me. Oh boy, lots of people experienced memory leaks. Ugh. That's a pain in the ass. Yeah, this, yeah, I know sometimes this game is downloading scenery, which I'm guessing is why I'm having my issue of the storage running out. A bit weird, but whatever. Alright, let's go to flight plan. New flight plan. And, yeah, this game's a pain in my ass sometimes. This is why I kind of prefer X-Plane, honestly. X-Plane just is a lot more... It's a lot less cumbersome from my experience. Burlington to Boston. Let me just do this real quick. Boston. And this will be flight number... what are we in? It's like a 19... 3219. That was my flight number, forgot. Eiffel 3219. Execute. Beautiful. And now out of Burlington. I'm hoping we can get 1-5. No SID. Execute. And then from Mike Papa Victor, Concord, Tommy, and Lawrence. So Mike Papa Victor. Usually I have my iPad out where I can just read this, but again, had to give that to a student. Mike Papa Victor, And then it'll be Concord, Charlie, Oscar, November. I had a student once plan to use Concord for a cross-country, and it was just funny because Concord really was not on the way, so we kind of made a detour just to use Concord, which I thought was a bit weird, but whatever, you know, that's one way to do it, I guess. Tommy, I mean, he got there to his credit, so I'll give him that. And then Lawrence, Lima, Whiskey, Romeo, November, Charlie, Lawrence, Mass. Execute. And we'll be out of Boston. It'll be into Boston. Let's plan on taking the ILS to 22 left, no star, and approach. Do we want to take via Noli? Is that what we're going to do today? Yeah, let's plan for Noli. That way the whole approach is in, and then we can request later on something different. Oh, I guess my sim's going to freeze up on me. That's really nice. Noli, execute, and we're good to go. Cool. Cool and good. All right, let's go ahead and look at the navigation display. And if I can just zoom out a bunch and make sure that this route is at least somewhat in properly. There we go. That looks like it, and that looks like the arrival into Boston. Great. And do I have Beyond ATC hooked up right now? There's a 10-mile range. Just reset the format there. Oh, performance is the last thing I need to do. So it should be a 104, 104, 110. And 8.8 on the CG, is that correct? Yep, 8.8, and then I need to reset my trim to about 1 up. It says 3.8 up. I don't know why it's been doing that. Oh, let me reset my power management too. Great. I just realized I think this is my first turnaround to this plane, so if something breaks, not my fault. I don't think that's how that works, but we'll say it is. All right, let's go ahead and keep going here. We've got out of Burlington. Oh shoot, I need to pull up the frequencies real quick, because again, I don't have my handy-dandy iPad here, which is annoying. Burlington. Not takeoff minimum. Oh, actually, I do need to review takeoff minimums if there's an ODP. ODP out of Burlington is Bravo Tango Victor, departure procedure 15. For climate visual conditions, we're not doing that, so no departure procedure, 400 feet, then proceed on course. Beautiful. And radios are going to be Tower 18.3, and clearance will be on 19.15. So we got to 19.15, 19.15, and I'm going to have to use a notepad here in a second again. And let's see if I can't grab the ATIS here. If I turn this up. Hello? What's the ATIS on here? The ATIS is on 23.8. So why aren't I hearing it in Beyond ATC? Am I connected? Yeah, I am. And look, this is running down here. All right, well, 3006 on the altimeter, because I just read that. And that should be it. All right, cool. Well, because I can't hear this in Beyond ATC for some stupid reason. What if I tried swapping it? There we go.
Burlington Airport, information Sierra, 2015 Zulu, wind 195 at 6. Visibility 10. 9,500 overcast. Temperature -01. Dew point -11. Altimeter tree 006. Landing and departing runways 15, 19er.
Give me
Temporary
15,
flight
please.
restrictions are in effect for Burlington. Advise on initial contact. You have information Sierra.
All right, we have Sierra. Great. We'll go ahead and mute this now.
Burlington Airport, information.
And swap this over so I'm not bothered by it. All right, we have information Sierra now. And let's take a look here. We are going to be, let's go ahead and let them know we're ready to pick up our IFR with Sierra to Boston. Burlington clearance, Eiffel 3219er is over at wherever with information Sierra looking to pick up our IFR to Boston. Over at whatever. I forgot where I was. That's okay.
Eiffel 3219, Burlington clearance. Thanks for information, Sierra. Cleared to Logan. Radar vectors monthly, then is filed. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 121.1. Squawk 5621.
Cleared to the Boston Logan Airport. Radar vectors Montpelier, then is filed. Climb maintained 4000. Expect flight level 190, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is on 121.1. Squawk 5621 for Eiffel 3219. 56.
Eiffel 3219, read that correct. Contact ground 126.3 when ready for start or taxi.
Ground on 126.3 when ready for start taxi, Eiffel 3219. Enter, and the transponder's on. Great. And departure frequency was on 21.1. Great. So let's go ahead and throw this over, and tower is on... Actually, you know what? Why don't we put 21.1 in now so I don't have to think about it, and then 1.1, and then I'll just swap it over and then put tower in when I'm handed off. Let's do that. There, that way we have departure in. And climb maintain 4,000 initial, and radar vectors, so we'll just put a heading of 150 in on standby for now for the runway heading, and then we can close up and get the hell out of here. Alright guys, let's go ahead and hop outside. Actually, I don't know if I want to hop outside considering that almost broke things last time. Alright guys, we're going to close up our doors, get everything going out of here. Let's go ahead and start up. Well, I say start up. Engine 2's already started. It's in hotel mode right now. So, we'll go ahead and aircraft, cargo door, main door, tail prop's already closed, beacon light's going to come on, and we're going to do the thing. Let's go and release the wheel chocks. Gust locks on, park and brake set. And everything up here is good to go. I'm going to go into the hydraulic systems first. And I'm going to turn the aux pump on. Again, we have 30 seconds to do this once the aux pump comes on. So, aux pump on, as system's pressurized, I'm going to go into the engine systems. Starter on A and B, the fuel pump's already on. We're going to hit... Oh, shoot, I forgot I don't need to do that. I just need to turn the prop brake off. And MP is starting to rise, and then I can set U to auto, and that engine will fully start up. Great. Yep, both fuel pumps are still on from before, so that's good. And once this hits 70%, we know that engine's good to go. So basically, I had the engine running in hotel mode, so the turbine was on before, and now I'm telling it, all right, go engage that propeller. Come on, a little bit more to get it up to 70 is what I'm looking for. Now it's going to stable at 62.5. Alright, that's okay. It just means we're going to have to give it a little bit of power in order to get hydraulics going to it. Alright, let's go ahead and start up number... so now the prop brake's off. I can go ahead and turn the gust lock off. And let's go ahead and fire up number 1. Fuel pump's already on. And the... fuel pump's on. Oh, sounds like it's hitting about to hit 70 now. Start 1. There we go. NH starting to rise. Once it hits around 15, I can go ahead and put fuel in. There's 15. Great. I'll go ahead and add fuel. Watch for a hot start. Hopefully it'll be okay. There we go. Great. That was not a hot start. And NH is rising. Let's go ahead and throw you out of feather mode. And hopefully this will also stabilize at around 69 like it is right now. 69 is okay. I think it's below 65 is when hydraulics cut out. So if we can get that going, we should be A-okay. And while that stabilizes, I am going to go ahead and pull up an airport diagram for Burlington because this is not an airport I'm based out of. So if we're taking 1-5, probably going to be via Alpha and Golf, hopefully. We'll see. Great stream for so far. Hey, thank you, Mr. Farron. We really appreciate it. And thank you for your support, by the way, everybody who's been in chat so far. Really appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and call up in a second. I just need to switch a couple things over. Verified my start switch is coming off. And we're going to turn probe heats off. Everything looks good to go. We're going to go down here to systems, and let's see. We've got packs look good. Electrics look good. Hydraulics look good. Engines look good. Great. We'll throw you back on the navigation display. Everything's removed. Let's go ahead and call up. Taxi lights coming on. Let's get the hell out of here. Burlington ground, Eiffel 3219. We're ready to taxi for departure with information, Sierra. Gonna be
Eiffel
Alpha Golf.
3219, runway 19er, taxi via Delta Alpha. Hold short runway 19er.
Okay, 19er via Delta Alpha and hold short 19er. Eiffel 3219. Let me see if I can request a runway swap. I don't like that at all.
Eiffel 3219, request departure runway change.
Please.
Eiffel 3219, you've already started your taxi and I can't get you over to a new runway at this time. Enable.
You know, 4,000 feet's okay. We can take that. We'll go flaps 15. I just need to go ahead and swap you over to 19er. And the route's still in. Alright, great. So 19er, is there a departure procedure I need to brief before I get moving here? Any departures at all for runway for 19er? You're looking at Burlington, departure procedure 19er, 186 to 3200, then proceed on course. 186, 3200, proceed on course. So I'll have to punch that in a second, and we'll just take Alpha up to the end of 19er, so 186. If we had two pilots, I would be I would be taxiing right now, but I don't. So, all right, let's go and release that. Tap the brakes. Brakes are working. Great. We've got two engines, both at 69%, so that's good there. Flaps are set. Trim set. Let's go ahead and get going. So there's 19er, Delta to Alpha, and we'll take full length. So we're taking off runway 19er. That's only 4,000 feet. I happen to know. I believe under performance you can check. Yeah, I mean. They're saying 2,100. I think we'll be okay. We'll just use every inch of this damn runway. And you know what? If we overrun, guess what? Not my problem. Well, actually, it is my problem. Oh, look at our shadow, dude. You can see our shadow. That's so dope. God, I love this thing so far.
3219, cross runway 19er at Delta. Continue taxi via Delta Alpha. Hold short runway 15.
Cross 19er at Delta, continue taxi via Delta Alpha, hold short runway 15, Eiffel 3219. I'm ignoring that instruction. I'm just going to go here because I'm cool. Because I'm cool, even though we're going to take out a taxi light in the process. Come on, a little bit slower. I mean, I thought they said Delta... Yeah, Delta Alpha isn't really going to work for us. We're just going to do this. So 19er is here, and then we need to hold short of 15. And are they going to let me cross? That's going to be the real question in a second. All right.
Eiffel 3219, contact Burlington Tower 118.3.
Over Tower 118.3, Eiffel 3219. All right, let's go ahead and swap this over now. All right, there's departure frequency, so 118.3, enter, swap, and I believe where I am right now is, okay, I see, I'm like holding short of 15, and I need to cross. I need to cross 15 to get to runway 19er. Burlington Tower, Eiffel 3219, we're holding short of 15, ready to cross. So they're saying I need to move up here.
Eiffel 3219, cross runway 15 at Alpha, continue taxi via Charlie, Delta Alpha.
Cross runway 15 at Alpha, continue taxi via Charlie, Alpha, and Delta for Eiffel 3219. I don't think that's what it said. I think I screwed up that read back. Alright, I'm going to cheat. I'm pretty sure the end of 19er is right there, so we're just going to do that. Yeah, I didn't screw up the read back. Wow, that's impressive. Alright, let's get across here. And again, it's going to be 186. So for the departure briefing, we're taking runway 19er, 4,000 feet. We'll be doing a stag takeoff. And we'll just go to MCT on this one, max continuous power. Actually, you know what, we'll go takeoff power. And, yeah, we'll go takeoff power on this. Oh, am I on the runway right now? I probably am. We'll just say we're holding short right now, because I know there's... Oh, I went past the... You guys didn't see that. You didn't see that. No, not my fault. We're just real quick, this departure briefing, real quick. All right. Anything happens before 80 knots, we're stopping on the runway. Beyond 80 knots, only stopping for an engine failure or fire. Once we hit 104, we're commanded to take off. Rotate 104. Yeah, exactly. You didn't see anything. Climbing out at or above 110. 186 to 32 on the heading to 3200, then we'll proceed on course. Any question, and initial altitude 4000 set. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No, let's get out of here. Burlington Tower, Eiffel 3219, holding short, runway 19er, ready for departure.
Eiffel 3219 Burlington Tower. Wind 195 at 6, fly heading 180, runway 19er cleared for takeoff.
180 on the heading, runway 19er clear for takeoff, Eiffel 3219. Alright, great, so that's going to be 180, that's going to overrule our ODP there. Final is clear, runway is clear. Let's do this. I think the ATR can take off at 4,000 feet. Okay, loud car outside my apartment, really appreciate that. But we'll do static takeoff anyways, for safety reasons. Come on, a little more. Little more. Come on, guys. There we go. Great. I'm going to line up here now. Everything's good. Flaps set. Lights are on. And we're going to add power to slowly work power up to the notch. And it literally is called the notch. You'll see in a second. There we go. That's notch. Let it build to full power before we release the brakes. Let it keep building. Let it keep building. 85% should be okay. We're going to release. And airspeed's alive. There's 80 knots. And V1, rotate. V2. There you go, positive brake gear. That wasn't bad. Yeah, maybe this thing does know what it's doing. Alright, vertical speed mode. And I'm going to let go of the autopilot. Yaw damper autopilot engaged.
Eiffel 3219, contact Burlington departure.
Over departure, Eiffel 3219, see it. And we'll put IAS mode on now. Yeah, the autopilot always freaks out for me. Burlington departure, Eiffel 3219, passing 1,200, climbing 4,000.
Eiffel 3219, Burlington departure. Good afternoon, radar contact. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet. Altimeter 3006.
Climb maintain 10,000 feet, Eiffel 3219.
Eiffel 3219, turn left, heading 140.
Left turn heading 140, Eiffel 3219. There we go, head and select mode's engaged. Everything looks good. We turn the taxi lights off. Oh, nice departure. I love the sunset up here. And maybe we'll increase that IAS speed to, we'll make it like a 165 for now. How about that? Yeah, I just love flying around the Northeast. It's, it gets scenic sometimes. Okay, maybe not that far out. There we go. Great. Pass at 4,500. Everything's looking good so far. This plane just looks, I don't know, I like it. I mean, it looks a little bit stupid. It looks like it has a very rounded nose, but I like it. Get rid of that iPad. I like it. It looks nice. Good little airplane. It's funky though. It has its quirks. But it works in the end, so who cares? Alright, I'm going to turn the sim volume down a little bit. We got an actual flight to kind of relax a little bit during. Relax and chill. Relax and chill. The enemy's, whoops, redirected memory. I'm going to guess you meant to type that somewhere else. That's okay. Yeah, we're going to relax a little bit.
3219, contact Boston, center 120.35.
Order Boston 12035, Eiffel 3219. So here's what I think we're going to do. I got a slight update for you guys on that Minecraft world, so we're going to show that. Boston Center, rifle 3219, passing 8,000, climbing to 1010,000.
Rifle 3219, Boston Center. Climb, maintain flight level 190.
Up to flight level 190, Eiffel 3219. You can just type the enemies. What, you don't like the ATR? Are they the enemies?
3219, clear direct Montpelier. Resume on navigation.
Direct Montpelier and resume on navigation. Eiffel 3219. Alright, and direct to Montpelier. And execute. And nav mode. There we go, we're direct Montpelier. There we go, and I should probably turn some anti-ice on too. What's the outside air temp? It's -3, okay. Okay, why are... Oh, I see, it's trying to intercept that path. Okay, prop ice is coming on. We're in mode less than -10. What is Wanotype is the enemy of the ATR is ice. Yes, that's what we're doing right now.
Delta 697, contact Boston Center.
Yeah, this plane doesn't like ice very much, so that's why we are putting our anti-ice on. Feels good to reset. Dude, honestly, I get that. Oh, we're past 10,000 feet. And we might come off. Great. Yeah, no, yeah. This plane, as I'm sure most of you guys know, not a huge fan of icing. It's kind of famous for not liking icing. And, but, you know, that's... Oh, shoot. You know what? I never set this thing to climb mode. Sorry, guys. Screwed up there. It's been a week since you done anything aviation related. I feel that, man. There are some times where I'm flying all the time in real life, and I get home and I don't feel like touching the sim, and sometimes I let myself go like a week without touching the sim. Just because it gets tiring, you know. It's a lot of work in this industry, especially if you're in it in real life, whether it's flight training or you're an actual pilot. Over to 135.7 for Eiffel 3219. It's a lot, whether you're a student or an instructor or a pilot. So sometimes, you know, you get home, you just want to sleep. Boston Center, Eiffel 3219, passing 12,000, climbing to flight level 190.
Eiffel 3219, Boston Center, roger.
You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just it's a big industry, and it requires a lot of thought. And I think it gets to a point where you're doing so much that you don't realize that you're getting physically drained and mentally drained until you've done it for like a week straight, and then you realize, oh man, I'm flipping tired. So that's my thoughts there. And you know, when you're a student, it happens sometimes, and you kind of just have to deal with it, because if you're only flying whenever you feel like it, you're gonna have a hard time making progress, is what I've noticed with students. When you're an instructor, you know, okay, fine, if you want, you can take a break from flying, but you're not going to be building hours or getting money. So, anyways, but also you can make that choice. If you really are constantly tired with it, then yeah, maybe you want to do something else, and that's fine. Don't even realize that it's forced. Sometimes I don't even realize it's forced. Yeah, exactly, man. I mean, it's not really forced. I mean, it's still up to you. Like, for example, I work as an instructor now, but if I want, what do? I get another job if I really hate this, right? And, you know, you have to make the decision of, yeah, this is draining, but is this what I want to do with my life? And the answer for me is yes, because I would take doing this over an office job any other day. It's all I've ever wanted to do. And for students, you kind of have to make that decision too, because there's times you're going to hate it. I don't want to say hate it, but there's times you're going to be tired of it. And you have to make that decision. Like, look, is this really worth it? Or, you know, for me, or do I want to look into something else? And, you know, each time I thought that, the answer to me was, yes, this is worth it. I think most of my students would agree with me, and I've had some, though, that I've looked back and said, you know, I just don't think this is for me. So it gets tiring, though, I'll admit, and there's definitely times when you fly for a week straight that you're just like, all right, I'm taking a break. And you don't even touch the flight sim for a while. Anywho, If you want a job and you don't care how much you get paid, that's the perfect job for you. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I care about how much I get paid. I don't get paid a lot right now. For me, it's, you know, I'm in a spot where I can live like this, with the goal of, like, I'm not, you know, like, I have a financial safety net. I have a family that's pretty well off, so I know I'm okay. But in the long term, though, no, I'm not going to be an instructor my whole life. I'm going to eventually move on to a job where I'm actually making a decent salary. So, anywho, rant over. I need to set my altimeter standard before I forget. Here's what I want to do. Push to standard. There you go. Here's what I want to do. We're going to load up Minecraft. Oh, I already have it loaded. I forgot. And I want to show you guys the progress we've made on this world so far. So, because remember last time I was working on the, hold on, let me put that placeholder up for a second. You'll remember last time we were working on that train station, right? Well, we've got a couple updates here. Oh, shit, I need to get my stuff together. Okay, there we go. So, got a couple updates for y'all. Oh, okay. Game's lagging out. I thought I turned the video settings down. I did. Okay, it's just lagging out. That's all. So, we have a slight update for the railroad. So this is a railroad that is basically on a bridge that connects the island that I have my base on to another island, but it's not done yet. The train station itself is way out here. It should only take a minute to get there. And I gotta turn the volume of this down a little bit. I'm sorry. Hold on. We'll do like 30%. That should be okay. So, Minecraft. Exactly. We're back in it. We've got some time and cruise to chill out for a bit. So, here's the deal. The world is going all right. I've done a lot of off-camera building. I had a couple days off the other week, and I just spent a lot of time working on that station. And I want to talk for a second, by the way, about this, because I have some ideas. Basically, what I want to do, and that's just letting me know I'm getting close to my top climb there. Basically, what I want to do is I want to create, like, some challenges for me to work on. Oh, and this is where this direction of the line ends. I want to create some challenges for me to do well on these longer flights. I say longer as if it's a really long flight, it's really not. And they don't really involve this world, but they do. I think a couple of them are going to be Minecraft, and a couple of them are going to be other stuff. Alright, here we go, guys. So here's the train station that I have been working on. Well, I want to be a pilot since you were 3, working on the TUI, 3 working at TUI. And the 737 MAX. For a second, I thought you meant you were working at TUI when you were 3 years old. I was like, oh, that's... But I know what you mean. You want to be a TUI pilot. That's... Honestly, that's kind of similar to what my background was. I wanted to be a pilot since I was 10. I flew in the back of a 757 with my dad, and that's all I've wanted to do. Yeah, so this... Anyways, but that... Yeah, that's awesome. It's on the... It's in the realm of, you know, at some point you got to make the decision, is this what I want to do? And for me, the answer is yes, even though I know it's going to be difficult. Anyways, welcome to the station. It's a little bit more complete than it was last time. This is kind of the wait-in area. We've got a bar and grill over here. I accidentally made 2 British flags. I meant to make 2 of the island flags over here, and I accidentally made 2 British flags. So I'm sorry, my fellow Americans. But we've got a restaurant. Oh, and I need to set my my power management to cruise. So I'm sorry, my fellow Americans. I accidentally put up multiple British flags. We've got a train at Rutland Airport. You can take flight training if you're 13 or older. Okay, that's pretty nice. How old can you guys be? What's your minimum age to solo out there, out of curiosity? You want to be a pilot around 11 or 12. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I think I was kind of in and out of that phase when I was little. What's your minimum age to solo out there in the Netherlands? Because here it's 16, so it's like you can fly earlier, but you know you're not. Oh.
Contact Boston. Send to 134.7.
Over to Boston 134.7. I have 3219. Yes. Meh, I don't know. Yeah, I'd do some research into that, because what you don't want to do is start training like 2 years early and then be stuck at a point where you can't solo, because that's kind of like the first major step, if you will, is that solo flight. And I've seen it happen where people start training but then can't solo, whether it's for like medical reasons or, you know, age limit. So I'd recommend, you know, maybe take some flights beforehand to see if you're interested in it, but yeah, make sure that you can make sure that you're at the point where you can solo, because you don't want to be stuck in flight training and not being able to move on like that, because once you can solo, you're pretty much set, basically. Anyways, 1 second here. Boston Center, Eiffel 3219 with you, flight level 190. Did I have a voice crack during that? 20. I don't know.
Eiffel 3219, Boston Center. Good afternoon.
Is that the edge of the horizon there? Wait, did I run out of storage space? Is this not going to load? Hold on a second. Gents, am I not going to load scenery? Hold on a second, guys. I feel like that looks like the world is ending. Most places, but including gliding, it can be 12 to 14. That's true. I have a friend who did his first glider solo when he was 14. So that's one place you can do that. Gents, I've got a feeling that this, and by the way, learning to fly a glider is a great way to get into this, because what you can do is basically, hold on, is my computer out of space? Is that what's going on here? No, it's not. Why is that cut off then? We'll look at that later. We'll see when we get there how it looks. Yeah, so it's a great way because, one, it's very cheap and affordable, and two, it's a great way to learn stick and rudder skills, physically flying the airplane or glider. You get a lot of skills that pilots like me, who've only ever flown fixed wing airplanes, like with engines on them, may or may not really have fully developed. Okay, I want to see what is going to happen here. I'm a little bit scared. What's this? What's this, guys? If I ever do get into commercial aviation, I think United for you. I honestly, I'm in the boat right now. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be either a Delta or a UPS pilot. I'm kind of in the boat of whoever hires me. If you know what I mean, man. I mean, ultimately a legacy would be nice, like Delta, United, American. But, yeah, whoever hires me would be good. Ugh, man, I need more Red Bull here. Let's go ahead and go back into Minecraft. I think the Minecraft has been running this whole time. Anywho, so take a look at. So we have this train now. Full disclosure: this guy's name was Crafty Fox, who I took the tutorial from for this train. I'm horrible at building myself. Yeah, exactly. If you get hired by an airline, we're taking it. So I didn't make this train. It's by Crafty Fox on YouTube. If you look up his Amtrak tutorials, that's how I built this thing. It's not, and that's a P42 that guy made at the top here. So anyways, that's this. And if you go downstairs, we got that weighing area that I was showing you earlier. Multiple different platforms here. And then if you go down here, there's a bit of a security entrance that you have to go through. And I need to finish setting up the monitors here. And we've got a little fish tank here. This is where you get food. Need to finish up with the restaurants here. And we've got a fish tank. And that's the station. It became a lot more developed since last time. So, still watching outside like a hawk right now. Anywho, let's keep going here. So my next plans with this world. So a couple things. Number one, I want to create like challenges for this channel, like just some tasks that I can have in the background. The station looks like, thank you very much, Brandon. Yeah, no, at first it was just a hole in the ground, and now it's all of a sudden developed. So, so yeah, no, it's come a long way. I want to create challenges, not necessarily in this world, but in general, and not even in Minecraft. Like, I was kind of thinking any game that is easy to run in the background of a flight sim I could do. I should probably go ahead and set this up. Let's say Lawrence direct to, like, from Lawrence direct, I really should put in direct to Boston, right? So I can get my top percent. Hold on a second. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. There we go. So let's put in, and it looks like the world is loading now, so we're okay. We're okay. We're not gonna have, the world's not gonna crash on us. Let's go. Is it possible for me to put in direct to Boston, Oscar Sierra? No, not gonna work. Okay. If I put in direct to, if I just delete the discontinuity, I know I'm not really supposed to do this because it's gonna take me direct to the initial approach fix, but which we're not supposed to do. I'm just trying to see if I can't get my top of descent in. I don't think it's gonna work. What if I put in direct to the Boston VOR, Bravo Oscar Sierra? That should be pretty darn close. There we go. Now that's direct Boston. So at least when we're done with the flight plan, the plane will go where it needs to go. So that's good. And we're actually not that far out, but we're on beyond ATC, so they should tell me. Did I already check in on Boston? No, I did. Okay, good. Ooh, anti-ice can come off too. We're not in icing conditions anymore. Great. I'm trying architecture right now. You got back in your Minecraft. You forgot about the Discord. Oh shoot, I forgot about that too, man. I think you suggested some things. Hold on.
Boston, Center 128.325. Have a good one.
Over to 128.325 for Eiffel 3219. Do you guys know Roblox? I've heard this game called Project Flight with a work at 737. I've heard of it. I've not played Roblox in a long time, though. I've heard of it. I could try it sometime just for shits and giggles. I mean, I wouldn't use it as a real flight sim, but just for the jokes, basically. That'd be kind of funny. And Boston Center, Eiffel 3219, flight level 190. Yeah, I haven't played Roblox in a long time. I know they had quite the scandal recently. Yeah, I haven't touched it in a while. So, yeah, oh well. Maybe we could try that. I mean, that's a pretty low intensity game. You used to fly PTS when you had to, that was years ago. It cost 50 Robux. Why would they make the game cost money? I'm not playing it. I'm with all due respect, I'm not playing it if I have to spend money on it. You know what's a easy game that my friend got me into last night was we were playing. You're gonna laugh at me. So you remember 2020 when we all played Among Us? I had some friends drag me into that again last night, and I have to admit I barely remembered how to play that game. We oh man, that was yeah, that was a little rough.
Boston Center. Expect radar vectors. Runway 4 right.
Expect radar vectors, runway 4 right at Boston, Eiffel 3219. Why are we taking 4 right?
Eiffel 3219. Verify instruction.
Expect radar vectors to runway 4 right at Boston, Eiffel 3219. You don't remember your Roblox account. You wish Among Us never updated. I'll be honest, it's working. It wasn't too different when I first played it. Like, I don't think it was too different. They added, like, different things that the imposter can do. Like, he can be, like, a shapeshifter, or other people can be, like, an engineer, and that threw me off. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I was the 0 IQ player in that group. I had no clue what I was doing, and yeah, that was a mess. Why are we taking runway 4 right? Let me grab the ATIS here at Boston. So we're looking at ATIS on 35.0. Is it really preferring runway 4? I thought we were preferring 2.2, but let's see, 135.0 enter. Classical mouse gold. Yeah, it was, dude. I kind of wish that people were playing it for longer, because I think all my friends got bored of it, and then I just never touched it since. Yeah, I kind of wish it was still.
3011. Landing runway 04 right, 2733 left. Departing runway
taking 27.
2733 left. Work activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information, Quebec.
We have to go back. I just gotta listen to the 80s real quick.
Airport information, Quebec. 2015 Zulu. Wind 285 at 9er. Visibility 10.
I'm gonna see if I can take 27.
Broken. 22000 broken.
For simplicity,
2500
yeah.
broken. Temperature 03. Dew point -12. Altimeter 3011.
3011.
Landing runway 04 right. 2733 left.
Charlie. Contact
Departing
Boston
runway
123.75.
2733 left.
Let me see if I can request 27. I don't want to take the fours.
3.75. November 12 Lima Charlie.
Okay, we have to go back.
Logan Airport information, Quebec.
Let me just get the
2015 Zulu. Wind
ceilings.
285 at 9er. Visibility 10.
Wait for
Ceiling 20,000 broken.
20,000. We're fine.
22000 broken.
Yeah, we're fine.
2
Okay, cool. So we have information Quebec now. Let me see if I can't get runway 27 because I really want runway 27. I know I said at first I didn't want it. Now I do. Now I do want 27. So let me see if I can't just pull up is there an ILS to 27? Yes, there is. And then for parking at Boston, I need to get the airport diagram up too. All right, Boston. Back in Boston. Fun fact: I used to live in Boston, so I can do a little bit of a stupid accent. Parking in Boston. All right, so.
3219. Logan landing runway 4 right.
Roger. Expect landing runway 4 right. Eiffel 3219. All right. ILS 27 is gonna be a 111.3. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do everything I can to get 27. I don't want to I don't want to land with a tailwind. So it's gonna be 111.3 on the nav. Next page. Come on, give me the ILS to 27 via. Oh shit, we're overflying Tommy right now. This might screw things over. No star. But via
contact Boston's approach 120.6.
120.6 Eiffel 3219. Is via AB going to be okay? Yes, it is. Execute. And then it was com. Oh, sorry. What was that frequency again? It should show me 120.6. 120.6 on the com frequency. Come on, you. 120.6. Enter. Swap. And Boston approach, Eiffel 3219, flight level 190.
Eiffel 3219, Boston approach. Good afternoon. Altimeter 3012. Expect the visual approach runway 4 right.
Expect the visual to runway 4 right, Eiffel 3219. I know we're going to request something later. 111.3.
Leave Goshi heading 020. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4 right.
Well, Delta's taking 4 right. Maybe we can too.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4 right.
What did they say the winds were again? It was 285 at something? God, that's just...
3219. Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Altimeter 3012.
Send and maintain 1,000 feet, Eiffel 3219. And 3012 on the altimeter. 11,000. And vertical speed down to 1,500 should be okay. And now we'll do 3019 on this. 3012 on the altimeter. Set. And let's make a call real quick. Whenever I can. They may or may not accept it. Honestly, if everybody's taking 4 right, we might have to. We might have to take 4 right. You guys, I'm reading your chat now.
Intercept the 4 right localizer.
For simplicity. I get it, man. I totally get that.
3012 Delta 350.
I prefer simplicity as well. Because with the complicated ones, it gets so difficult. It's bedtime right now by Blue. Hey, thanks so much for tagging in again, Farron. We really appreciate it, and I'll see you around soon, man. Hopefully we'll be streaming again soon. Take care and have a good night. Alright, this happened to me a few weeks ago. I was never getting me charged like 34 knots, 240, and I literally had to double take. Let's listen again to the ATIS here.
Boston approach, southwest of 1745. Good afternoon, 9,400 with the numbers. Alaska Trilogy, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Over, contact Tower 128.8, Alaska 390. 2.9 to Swell. Altimeter 3012.
Southwest 1745, Boston approach, altimeter 3012, expect a visual approach runway.
We have to listen for it to repeat itself in a second.
Altimeter 3012, expect a visual approach runway 4 right, southwest 1745.
Advise on initial contact, you have information, Romeo.
Spare wings
With Romeo?
2085. Leave Goshi heading 020, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4 right.
Information, Romeo.
I just need the wings, that's all.
020, expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4 right.
Oh, it's only 7 knots.
2085.
Yeah, it's only 7 knots. I think we're okay. I don't love it, but it's okay. What's our VREF
We
anyways?
have the field, Delta 350.
They're saying 101.
Delta
Yeah.
350, cleared visual approach runway 4 right.
Yeah, I guess we can take the visual to 4.
Cleared visual approach 4 right, Delta 350.
Let me just put the ILS on the flight plan here then. I don't love it, but whatever. Next.
Descend, maintain 5,000 feet. Altimeter
27. Let me pull up the chart for that too. Jesus Christ, we're going through every single runway approach in history right now.
Altimeter 301.
Oh, Brandon, if you want to hear a good wind story, it was gusting 45 at Albany here just yesterday. That was insane. I woke up from a text from a friend of mine saying, "Hey, you should look at the METAR. It's gusting 35. We should go flying." Gusting 45, and I'm like, "You are fucking insane." Yeah, no, the winds get crazy up here in the Northeast. Alright, it's going to be 4 right via Goshi. Come on, via Goshi, let's go. Come on, you. Via ILS, 4 right, no star, via Goshi.
Spirit Wings 2085.
Great, and it's still direct to Boston now, right? Or it will be direct Boston.
Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Contact Tower
There we go.
128.8, Delta 350.
Great! Look at this view, guys. Dude,
Boston approach, American
I love this.
753, 12,300 feet with information, Romeo.
Less than 13,000. Let's slow it down a little bit. I just love the sunsets in this
American
game.
2753. Boston
Let's see. Logo lights are on, wing lights, lane lights
expect
coming
a visual
on.
approach runway 4 right.
Side of the Rocky Mountains.
Altimeter
Dude,
3012, expect the visual approach
it's gotta be
runway 4 right,
insane, the
American
winds over
753.
there. I mean, you know in Wyoming, they have a highway that's famous for trucks just tipping over. It's it's insane, man. Let's slow down a little bit.
Delta 400, leave shall be heading
I love this view, though.
vectors for visual approach runway 4 right.
Just love this.
Leave Joe be heading 205, expect radar vectors.
So our
Visual
flight,
approach
our
runway 4 right, Delta 400.
our flight plan calls for us to go direct to Boston after Lawrence, so that's what we're gonna do.
12 o'clock, 14 miles. Report the field in
And yeah, oh, and I need to punch my localizer frequency in. 110.3 for the ILS to 4 right.
2085, cleared visual approach runway 4 right.
110.3.
Cleared visual approach 4 right, Spirit Wings 2085.
And we're down to 11,000 almost.
Shamrock 13 Julie, hit heavy airport at 1 o'clock, 15 miles.
10.3, enter, swap.
Field in sight.
Great.
Shamrock 13 Juliet heavy.
Yeah, I can't imagine, dude, with the Rockies there.
Hit heavy, cleared visual approach runway 33 left.
Oh, they're taking 3-3 left. Lucky little shit.
Shamrock 13 Juliet heavy.
I love this game sometimes.
3219, descend and maintain 9,000.
So I maintain 9,000, I for 3219. Down to 9,000. And VS mode, we'll do that 1,500 foot per minute descent again. I don't like how not smooth this autopilot is. I don't know if that's the case with the ATR in real life, but I don't know. I was trying out the flight school's new simulator today, and that autopilot, it's not a complicated one.
Maintain 9,000.
Set and maintain 9,000, Eiffel 3219. It's not a complicated autopilot. I'm just not used to it.
Exec jet for Quebec Sierra. Leave shall be heading
I probably you can't toggle like altitude mode on or off. You have to, once you turn something on, it's on until you disengage the autopilot. So that was a little disorienting. All right, passing 10,000, lights are on. Seatbelt sign NA. We should probably brief this arrival. We're taking runway 4 right into Boston. and if I land 4 right, I'll make a left turn, and FedEx parking, I know where that is. It's potentially a kilo here. Probably gonna need to stop to copy those instructions there, but that's okay. Anti-ice needs to come on now. We're entering some icing conditions here, so prop, airframe, and the outside air temperature is Descend maintain 2000 after 3219. There we go. In that mode there. Turn the anti-ice on. Descend maintain 2000 after 3219. Pretty sure that's what I said, but that's okay. I got 2000. There we go. Hey, it's CARE. It's Cape Air. Love those guys. Alright, into the soup we go here in Boston.
Lead Joby heading 225, expect rain.
Come on, a little bit lower would be great.
Approach, runway 4 right.
We should do a flight on the over by the Rockies sometime soon. I think that'll be maybe the next stream.
3219, turn right heading 200 vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 24 miles.
Right turn heading 200 vectors for the approach after 3219. Alright, there we go. We're being vectored now for the approach.
Care 419, turn right.
Down to 2000.
Vectors for the approach.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next stream. We might do
right,
that
heading
2000.
Care 419.
We might do that 2000
Delta 400 airport is at your 2 o'clock 14 miles.
thing.
Report the field.
You know what I mean. Y'all know what I
We have
mean.
the field, Delta 400.
Delta 400 cleared visual. Approach runway 4 right.
Cleared visual, approach 4 right. Delta 400.
If you remember me giving you a transatlantic suggestion, you did it in the United 757 to London. I remember that. Because I was playing Minecraft and you said, hey, give me a transatlantic route or some heavy route or something like that. And I said 757 because that's the first. I think I said 75 or 76 because most normal people would take the 76. But, you know, I'm not normal, so I suggested the 75 over the 76. Yeah, I remember that. That's also, hey, good flight there, right? Who doesn't like the 75? I love that thing. How was it? Did the flight go well? Yeah, expect my descent a little bit. And welcome to Boston, everybody.
Turn right, heading tree 20, intercept the right localizer. Descend to maintain 3,900 feet. Altimeter
Look at this.
12 exec jet for Quebec Sierra.
God, I love this game.
Delta 400 contact Boston Tower 128.8. Have a good afternoon.
I just love this game. It's fun.
Take care.
It was decent. Reminds me kind of did
American 2753.
do the 321 XLR flight again. I would do the 321 XLR. It's just last time I flew it, the plane ran out of fuel over the Atlantic, and I loaded exactly how much SimBrief told me to. So yeah, maybe. Oh shit! I need to slow down. I forgot this thing actually goes fast. How's my temperatures looking? 0 degrees. We should wait a little bit. Yeah, maybe we could do the 321 maybe next weekend or something. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. I have a lot of ideas. Somebody a long time ago left a comment on one of my videos like 6 months ago saying, hey, you should fly the A380. You're flying more classic aircraft. I just like the old school. Same. Yeah, I guess, well, this isn't really classic. The 600 is pretty new, but that's what I'm thinking the next add-on I'm going to get is I'm looking either at the 146 or the 727, just because I think they'd make for interesting content. So, I don't know. I would get the ATR if I could. Or not the ATR, the King Air. I just don't think anybody would watch it, because there is a really good King Air add-on. I just don't think anybody would watch it for YouTube. If people did, I would. Right turn heading 210 after 3219. Yeah, I want to try to grow the channel a little bit, and I feel like not a lot of people are going to be interested in the King Air, whereas like a 727 or a BAE 146 would get, or even the ATR would probably get more clicks. I know it sounds like I'm just trying to get in for the attention, but I was thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to see where this can go. No, that's not the only reason I'm into this. I'm into this because I like flying, but yeah, just some thoughts there. I think maybe people will be interested in the 7.2. It's an A300 for X-Plane. See the pictures of that. There is one for X-Plane. I have a friend who's on the beta testing team for that, or he was. I don't know if he still is. Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really good. I'd recommend it from everything I've heard. We should probably put Logan Tower in on standby. Tower is going to be on 32,225.
Southwest 1745, turn right.
32,225. Oh, come on. 32,225.
3,600. Altimeter tree 0,
Oh,
12
shit.
vectors for the approach.
32,225.
Turn right, heading 320, intercept the 4 right localizer.
Wait, is that really it?
3,600.
Yeah, it is. If we're landing, though, depends on if we're east or west, so we have to wait to get the instructions, though.
JetBlue 1141, Boston
So we'll just
approach.
wait.
Altimeter tree 012, expect a visual approach, runway 4 right.
Yeah, the A300 for X-Plane is supposed to be really good.
Runway 4 right, JetBlue 1141.
We're going to vector it out to infinity here, aren't we? Look how close they put us to that
JetBlue
approach path.
1141.
Look, we're getting an RA.
Intercept the 4
Not an
right
RA,
localizer. Descend and maintain 2,500 feet. Altimeter tree 012 vectors for the approach.
but hold on a second. Let's zoom in a little bit. We're getting a traffic alert, so that is.
500 feet. Altimeter tree 012 JetBlue 1141.
So they're just going to keep me here at 2,000 until they can fit me in.
3219, descend and maintain 1,400 feet.
I'm not comfortable with that. So to maintain 1,400 feet after 3219. I'm not comfortable with that. We're not doing that. We're going to stay at 2,000.
Care 419, contact Boston, Tower 128.8.
Jeez, how are they going to
Over
fit
to
me into
Tower
here?
128.8, Care 419.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit too low. I mean, look at how low we
Southwest
are already.
1745, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 14 miles. Report the field in sight. We have the field, Southwest 1745.
Jeez, look at all the traffic here in the 4 right. Look at this.
Southwest 1745, cleared visual approach.
These two are on top of each other. What is ATC doing? Look at that. You've got two people at 1,800 about to kill each other. I'm very curious how they're going to get me in here.
Contact Boston, Tower 128.8.
128.8. I think that's what the next frequency is going to be. Maybe I need to turn down my traffic density on this.
1141, airport is at your 12 o'clock, 14 miles. Report the field in sight.
Alright, we'll keep waiting. We'll vibe here for a bit.
1141.
How much fuel do we have on board? It says 3,600, but we only started at 33.
JetBlue 1141. Eiffel 3219. Turn left, heading 095, intercept the 4 right localizer.
Left turn heading 095, intercept the 4 right localizer, Eiffel 3219. 095, intercept the localizer.
Boston approach, Care 1923.
So we'll switch you to the localizer. 095, and it should be 044 on the course. I think 044, right? As soon as that comes to life, we intercept. I'm pretty sure we're getting killed right now, but that's okay. Is that? Oh, that's coming to life. Come on, nav mode on. There we go. It's on the localizer. Great. Yeah, this is gonna overshoot the localizer. Not really my fault. They put me way too close to that, but okay. You want to do European flights? Man, I miss doing European flights. The only reason I don't do European flights is because I don't have the charts for it.
3219, airport is at your 10 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
I've got it, yeah. We have the field in sight, Eiffel 3219. Yeah, of course.
3219, cleared visual approach, runway 4 right.
Clear the visual, runway 4 right, Eiffel 3219. Alright, great, let's start to slow it down now. Yeah, because probably the reason why we overshot that so much because of how fast I was going.
3219, contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Over Tower 128.8, Eiffel 3219. Okay, this is stupid. Logan Tower, Eiffel 3219 with you on the visual to 4 right.
Boston Tower, JetBlue 1141, visual runway 4 right.
Just gonna fly our first notch coming down.
JetBlue 1141, Boston Tower,
I'm
continue.
just gonna re-intercept this
Loco
localizer.
JetBlue 1141.
Hey, there's the city of Boston. Yeah, because they gave me that
Eiffel
horrible
3219,
intercept.
Boston Tower, continue.
We'll continue Eiffel 3219. How much you want to bet they're going to tell us to go around? Let's just slow to slowest practicable. That way,
Offensive 423 heavy.
Alright, you're coming down.
Runway 33 left.
And I'm going to put nav and approach mode on in a second.
Offensive 423 heavy,
Let's just do
Boston
approach
Tower.
mode.
Wind 255 at 7, air nav detect.
There we go.
Runway
There we go.
left,
It's
clear
established
for
now.
takeoff.
Full flaps. set. We're going to reduce slower so that I don't have to go around here because I see so much planes on final. And I know in real life you're not supposed to do that unless they explicitly tell you to. I don't care. I don't trust ATC. It's beyond ATC, okay? Alright, reduce into 115. That should be okay. Flap set, and there it goes. It captured. Great. You know, because yeah, this is totally a condition we should shoot a visual in, right, guys? I wonder if there's a setting. Maybe I can go into a setting and say prefer an ILS or something like that.
American 2753, go
Because
around.
I'm tired.
Runway heading,
Yep, there's the go
maintain
around. So I had a feeling. 'Cause I saw so much traffic there.
On the go, fly runway heading, maintain.
And we're not clear to land yet, so we need to
2753.
reduce to slowest practical here.
American 2753, contact Boston.
And we're on the visual, so I don't need to abide by any
Top team
minimums, and I
in
have the
minutes.
runway in sight.
Contact Boston.
So
approach
we're okay here.
120,
Gear down, 3 green,
American
flap set. We'll turn the taxi light on.
Talk to you in a bit.
Anti-ice, we're going to turn all that off now that we're below the clouds. And come on, please don't make me go around. I'm just going to keep the speed as slow as practical. If there is actually traffic in front of us, we will have to go around, unfortunately. Which I really don't want to do. If they make me go around a second time for traffic, I'm just going to ignore that.
Runway 33 left.
Don't. Please don't.
JetBlue 51, runway 33 left, line up and wait. Line up and wait, runway 33 left, JetBlue 51.
I don't trust this fuel on board. I don't think it's accurate considering we took off at like
JetBlue 1141,
3300.
go around. Fly runway heading.
Yep, there's a go around.
4,300 feet.
Alright, maybe with that go around we'll be
Fly runway
okay.
heading, maintain 4,300 feet, JetBlue
I really
1141.
freaking hope. I really hope. We're past 9.
JetBlue 1141, contact Boston approach 120.6.
Please don't make. Is there traffic on the runway?
Contact Boston approach
Is there traffic
120.6,
departing?
JetBlue 1141.
Yeah, there's traffic exiting now. Okay, traffic's exiting now. We should be okay.
Lufthansa 423 heavy, contact Boston.
All right, I'm
departure.
taking the
Have a good
airplane.
flight.
Contact Boston departure,
All right.
Lufthansa 423 heavy.
My plane, gear down 3 green.
Eiffel 3219, wind 255
Yes!
at 7, runway
We
4
got
right,
in.
cleared to land.
Runway 4 right, clear to land, Eiffel 3219. Let's go! I thought they were going to send us around for a second. We got in. Let's go, boys. Gear down, 3 green, flap set, we're cleared land 4 right. Let's go.
255 at 7, airnav to tech, runway 33 left, cleared for takeoff.
A little bit low, though. We need to get
Runway
some
33
power.
left, airnav to tech, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 51.
There we go. Looking good so far. We're on the glide. We've got our landing clearance. Gear down, 3 green, flap set. Great. Oh, plane taking off in front of me. I see it. That's okay. The ATC knows we have spacing. I don't think they know that. I don't think they're smart enough to know that.
200.
And we got traffic holding over there. Is there anyone behind me or no? I don't know.
100.
This is fun.
50. 40.
30, 20, and then we rotate and work some power out,
10.
And a little bit long there. Oh well.
JetBlue
Ah,
51,
greased it
contact
though.
Boston departure, see you.
Alright, and we'll go
Contact
reverse.
Boston departure, JetBlue 51.
And that should be good enough. Alright, great. And back into manual mode. And where am I exiting? Am I taking the next high speed? Successful landing. Exactly. We made it. Let's go. Back to idle here.
Eiffel 3219, exit left at Yankee.
Exit left at Yankee, Eiffel 3219. Alright, now we're going to get some made-up taxi instructions, and we'll work those flaps up now that we're off the runway. Alright, landing lights can come off, taxi lights are already on, strobe lights can come off. Great. And we're probably going to have to stop here to get that instructions here. So on the brakes. There we go. Hey, I'm happy with that.
219, contact ground 2175.
Over to ground 12175, Eiffel 3219. Alright, great. We're going to go ahead and set the park and brake for a second. 2175. 12175. Enter and swap. And let me just pull up a diagram here. I have a feeling we're going to get some crazy instructions. So let me get my notepad up. Oh, did we go below below 75? We probably did. Oh well. Okay, so we're on Yankee. Request taxi to, we'll say, assigned parking, and I'm probably going to give myself I'm just going to tell them gate 1 and see what they do. let's just see how this works. Logan ground, Eiffel 3219. We're with you on Yankee. Request taxi to gate 1. Let's see if this will work. I'm going to get my notepad out.
Eiffel 3219. Unfortunately, Gate 1 isn't available at
Fuck.
this airport. Please choose another.
Request taxi to gate Alpha 1, 3219.
Eiffel 3219. Gate Alpha 1 tree taxi via Yankee. Hold short runway 15 left.
Gate Alpha 13 taxi via Yankee, hold short 15 left, Alpha 3219. Alright, so basically just move up like 10 feet. Now for the most fun part of any flight. Probably gonna put the strobes on since we're going over runways. Now for the most fun part of any flight, trying to navigate Logan. Successful landing. Thank you very much, Brandon. Appreciate it. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Why are you not stopping?
Southwest 1745.
Oh, because my fucking percent MP went down. That's probably why. We'll just have to give it a little bit more. Hey, we're behind the hold short line. Let's go. W. Yeah, we need to.
Eiffel 3219. Cross runway 15 left at Yankee. Continue taxi via Yankee Mike. Hold short runway tree left.
Cross 15 left at Yankee. Continue taxi via Yankee Mike and hold short of 33 left. Eiffel 3219. All right, let me just look at my diagram here. Yankee Mike and then hold short of the runway. Okay, so we're basically going to enter through 15 left and then make a left on Mike.
Boston, Tower 128.
All right, let's go. Yeah.
Contact Tower 128.
Great, so if I just keep the throttles like this, we should be okay. Cool.
Spirit Wings 3904 at Gate Bravo Tree 5.
Yep, and there's Mike right there. Cool. Woo, all right, good flight, guys. Good flight today. That worked out pretty damn well.
3904, Boston ground.
So, this is definitely going to be our last flight today. Not sure what we want to do. Do we want to... I think I'm going to make a video maybe tomorrow. Well, it's not going to be up tomorrow, but I want to record it tomorrow. I just haven't decided what I want to do. Maybe we can do another ATR stream sometime soon. I'm not 100% sure. Let me know what you guys think. ATR... Maybe we could do a Silverwing stream. What do you think of that, guys? Yeah, let me know. Otherwise...
Pushback and engine start.
Should be pretty good.
South, Delta 1780.
Definitely gonna try to stream once a week. I know last week I was kind of dead. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, I'm pretty happy with how today's flight went overall.
1783, Boston ground. Pushback and engine start approved. Face south.
Anything else to say here? Not really. I think that's gonna do it for today. We just need to figure out how to get around Logan now. I love this airport, especially in the twilight. It's so nice. I think someone's taken off. Yep, someone's taken off. And, yep, my brakes are actually working this time, so that'll be good. Let's see who's taken off. Delta 321, it looks like. Yep, there they go. And... God, I love this airport. It's just such a fun little place. And I know I'm not clear across yet. I'm just going to hold up a little, pull up a little bit more. Let's see what instructions they give me next.
Spirit Wings 3904.
There they go. Look at that.
Eiffel 3219. Cross runway tree left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Mike Echo. Hold short runway 4 left.
Cross runway 33 left at Bravo. Continue taxi via Mike Echo. Hold short of 4 left. Eiffel 3219. Sorry, that just took me a second to read through there. Alright, I'm going to continue taxi. This is where I really wish I had my iPad. Mike and Echo. Okay, it'll be a right on Echo. Alright, let's give it some power, please. Left is clear, right is clear, we're clear to cross. Beautiful.
Charlie. Hold short runway 4 left. Spirit Wings 3904.
Delta 1780, taxi for departure.
Hell, I might even do a stream tomorrow, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. Let me think about it. But I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with this flight here.
Runway tree left.
So that's Foxtrot. Echo will be up there somewhere. Let's keep some power in so we can get to the damn gate.
Delta 1780.
Oh, Boston. Oh, Boston. You should have seen Newark when I was departing out of there the other day. Oh my god. That was a pain in my butt. Eventually I got so used to the taxi instructions that I kind of memorized them, even though I barely understood them. But would you like to work on a Discord server? I could help. Oh yeah, absolutely. We should do that, and we should do that so that in the overlay we can say, hey, look, here's how you join the server and get community going. I agree with that.
1783, request taxi.
Let me. Okay, here's wait, this is Charlie. Okay, we need to keep going to Echo then. Yes, we should do that. Yeah. That's cool with me if you want to help. Let me. I'm just trying to think here, because I know you made some suggestions, and I had some thoughts last week. I just forgot about them. Do you want me to give you a moderator role if you want to try playing around with things, Brandon? Totally up to you. I could definitely do that. I'd be willing to do that. I'm not too worried about you. I think you seem pretty chill. So yeah, if you want, I can do that. Otherwise, I can just set up a few channels and let me know what you think. Okay? Hey, somebody's landing right now. Who's that? Avianca! That's cool. That's a nice rotation, too. Alright, we'll make the left on Echo and hold short of 4 left. And yeah, FedEx is going to park over here. So this should work out in my favor.
United 1783.
I think they do.
Cross runway 4 left at Charlie.
God, I just love the Boston skyline combined with all these planes. It's so cool.
Cross runway 4 left at Charlie. Continue taxi via Charlie. Hold short runway 4
Alright, we'll set that parking brake for now, and hopefully they'll give me instructions here in a second. So we're looking at, if we cross at Echo, and then we just make the left turn on Kilo, and that should be the FedEx parking.
Gate Charlie, tree 6
Cool.
taxi via Yankee. Hold short runway 15 left.
Is there anyone even behind us? Oh, there's a plane landing.
6 taxi via Yankee. Hold short
JetBlue?
runway 15 left.
Yep, JetBlue. Oh, I love this.
Eiffel 3219. Cross runway 4 left at Echo. Continue taxi via Echo Kilo.
Cross runway 4 left at Echo, continue taxi via Echo Kilo, Eiffel 3219. You won't live up to the Discord mod stereotypes. Yeah, you know. I mean, I'd also have to not live up to the Discord owner stereotypes either, so. Yeah, literal Discord mod. Alright, that's fine. We'll make the left on Kilo, and oh shit, my sim's frozen. Why is my sim frozen? Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'll do that in just a few. Let me just shut the plane down, and I'll go ahead and give you that roll. And maybe we'll have a server where we can talk about ideas there. Alright, strobe's coming off, logo's going to stay on, wing light can come off because we should have ground power. Actually, we can just shut down. We don't need ground power. We're done flying for today. So let's do that.
Gate Charlie 14 Bay Yankee. Hold short runway 15 left. JetBlue 1052.
And, is this Kilo here? No, that's Echo.
Delta 17.
Oh, I see. We'll park over there by the Delta cargo. How about that? Oh shit, I should have. Yeah, we'll just go this way. Yeah, because otherwise I have to go all the way around. Let's just do that.
Continue taxi via Charlie.
Why is my props going down? There we go. Oh shit, too much power there. Too much power. The wind's starting to pick up. Look at that flag. Come on, slow her down. God, this thing, taxiing this thing is a pain because of how you have to bring the power up sometimes. Boston's beautiful, plus the sky. Exactly, man. I've been here both in real life and in the sim more times than I can count. I haven't flown here as a pilot yet, unfortunately, but think we can park here, guys? I think we can probably park here. Yeah, this city's it's oddly beautiful. You wouldn't think it would be, but it is. Alright, taxi light's coming off. And yeah, let's park here. There you go, parking 14. And that'll be it.
Delta 1780. Hold position for traffic. I'll call you back.
And once we stop here, we'll shut down and call it a day. So, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Well, I guess I can do my outro in a second once we're actually shut down. Alright, park and brake set. And we'll put the dust lock on. And let's see up here. I'm going to just shut everything off without any power, so I know my screens are going to go black, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and turn these lights off. Windshield heats can come off. Fuel pumps are coming off. And we're going to go ahead and kill both power. Oh, no, not the flaps. Don't do that. Alright, both power switches coming off. And hydraulic pressure is coming off. DC gen's coming off. This is a great line. Hey, thanks for the support, man, Brandon. I'm glad both you and 321 really enjoyed it. So, yeah, you know, I think we should do another one in the A321s. Or the A321, why did I say that? The ATR. Multiple A's, okay? All the same thing. Alright, I'm going to turn logo lights off. Emergency exit lights are disarmed. And lights are off, gears set. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and turn this thing off. And I guess we should probably go ahead and turn the cargo door and everything on. Wheel chock set. There you go. Well, everybody, welcome to Boston Logan. I think we might do another stream in this ATR here at some point. What do you guys think? Maybe not the cargo one. Maybe we can do like a silver hop in Florida. That's what I'm feeling. Now, do I want to do that tomorrow, though, or do I want to wait till next weekend? That's what I can't decide. I don't know. I need to think for the evening. But maybe we could do like a quick silver hop tomorrow. Really up to you guys. Well, I guess it's up to me because, yeah, it's up to me, not you guys. But hey, Brandon, thank you so much for your support. I know that Farron is gone, but if he was here, thank you so much for the support. This was a fun trip, and you know, it's kind of fun to be able to say, hey, we're delivering presents to, you know, the kids here at FedEx, or not at FedEx, at Boston or Burlington, wherever the hell we are. So guys, thank you all so much for watching. Brandon, I'll be in the Discord server in a little bit, tweaking things around. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. And yeah, if you did, let me know if you have any suggestions in the future, as always. Thank you all very much for watching, and take care. I'll see you all very, very soon. See ya!